possible. Learn more at WSBKS.com.
Western State Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Diamonds understands what you're going through. Diamonds here for you. To honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to bomb and mortuary. Bomb and mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on bombs.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at funk optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African
zebras. I see them.
wildebeest. On the right,
It's an elephant. I thought their trunks would be bigger.
that is a hippo. They don't have...
I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa. I need a picture.
Wait, no, get back in the...
Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at funk optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Huntsy today.
Those kangaroos are vicious.
Welcome back into the Funk Optometry pregame show. We're getting you set for Game 1 of our Colby basketball doubleheader tonight from the community building on senior night as the Colby Lady Eagles take on the Cimarron Lady Blue Jays. I am Dan Lucero. As is our custom here in the Funk Optometry pregame show, we'll take a look at the league and sub-state standings as we enter the penultimate weekend of this regular season. There was not much in the way of action last night, but there were some changes to the standings due to Colby's results last night. We'll start in the GWAC. On the girls' side, it remains Hugoton and Goodland 1-2. Both are 3-0. Those two teams play each other on Saturday. And if Hugoton beats Holcomb and Goodland beats Ulysses tonight, as you would expect, that game between those two girls' powerhouses, two top 5 teams in Class 3A, will be for the GWAC championship. Cimarron, Colby, and Scott City are all 2-2 in GWAC girls play. Colby improving to 2-2 and Scott City falling to 2-2 after their game last night. Holcomb is 1-3 on the campaign and Ulysses is 0-4, bringing up the rear. In the GWAC boys standings, Holcomb, with their win over Cimarron last night, now has a half a game lead at 4-0. They play Hugoton tonight in Hugoton. Hugoton is 3-0. Every other team in the league has at least one loss, so the winner of that one, in all likelihood, it would not be official if Hugoton won. They could still stub their toe twice, but if Holcomb wins, they would be the GWAC champion for this year. Cimarron and Colby are both 2-0 in boys GWAC action. Then Goodland at 1-2. Ulysses is 1-3, and Scott City in last place at 0-4. Over on the sub-state side of things, the Colby girls remain in the 5th spot in the Norton sub-state with their win last night. They are 10-8 on the season, still trailing the top 4 teams. Goodland at 15-2, Phillipsburg at 13-2, Hayes TMP 14-3, and Norton at 13-4. Minneapolis is behind Colby at 8-9, trailing them now by 2 games in the win column. Russell is 7-10 on the year. They played last night and lost. And Beloit also played last night and lost. They are 2-10. The Colby boys moved up in the sub-state standings after a win and a Russell loss last night. Colby 7-11 overall now would be the 6th seed at 7-11. They lead Russell by a game in the win column. Russell is 6-11. They lead Beloit by 3 games in the win column. Beloit is 4-11. Hayes TMP remains at the top, 14-4, 2 games in the win column up on Norton, who is 12-4. Minneapolis earned a win last night. They improved to 11-5. They're the 3 seed. Goodland is the 4 right now at 8-9. Phillipsburg in 5th place at 7-9. And the Colby boys again improving their sub-state standing with last night's win, paired with Russell's loss last night. That's how things look standings-wise. We'll take another break here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear my conversation after last night's Colby Lady Eagle victory with their head coach, Tom Stevens. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
This one out, and it needs replaced. Who you gonna call?
Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing in Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call Rough Masters.
Optimize your yield with Case IH Axial Flow Combines at Colby Ag Center. From header to spreader, Axial Flow's industry-leading innovations put higher quality grain in the tank and more profits in your pocket. Get the capacity you need with easy adjustment options to match your crop and field condition, all while minimizing potential grain loss. Take control of your harvest and rethink your productivity. For more on Case IH Axial Flow Combines, visit Colby Ag Center, Oakley Ag Center, and Hoxie Implement today.
The Funk Optometry pregame show continues. I'm Dan Lucero. It's the second game in as many nights for the Colby Eagles and Lady Eagles as they host Cimarron on senior night at the community building tonight. Last night, both Colby teams earned wins at Scott City after the Lady Eagles took down the Lady Beavers After the Lady Eagles took down Scott City 53-31, I had a chance to speak with the coach of the Colby girls, Tom Stevens. Here was his reaction to the way his team performed last night. Tom, good all-around performance from your girls tonight. What did you like best about the way your team came out and played after a pretty long layoff?
I thought we were executing pretty well. We got some good shots. We took care of the ball pretty well. Defensively, second half we were better keeping the ball out of the middle.
What was the key to the offense clicking the way it did, especially in that second quarter when you really started to get it rolling?
Well, when you hit shots, it seems like it's rolling, but our girls have put in a lot of time offensively, and so they take a little pride in executing some offensive things, and I thought they did a good job tonight.
Are there some more things that you feel like they are starting to execute better, more sets, more cuts, more sharing of the basketball? Do you think you're seeing that improve as this season goes on here?
Yeah, I think that's typical of the team, that they're not so mechanical as the season goes on, and more aware of what their options are, 1, 2, 3, instead of just being real mechanical and telegraphing everything. So I think we're getting better in that aspect.
Defensively, they had a girl hit a couple of threes early, and then they were able to run a pretty successful set out of the low post. But it seemed like you made an adjustment that really made it harder for them to score as the game went on. What was the key to that adjustment?
Well, we just rotated better, and when they got to high post, they were cutting on us, and we did a better job the second half. Not allowing them to get an easy layup on a cut, and not letting them get it from short corner to mid post there. And I thought we did a better job, and it prevented them from getting easy baskets.
No easy nights in the GWAC. Next up, Cimarron. Quick turnaround tomorrow night. What do you expect from the Lady Jays? How will they challenge you tomorrow?
Cimarron, they haven't lost very many games. Their record's really good, and they are very good. They've got a 6-foot guard as a sophomore that's a really, really good player, and there are a bunch of juniors that are really good as well. They're real athletic. We have to get back. They'll try to run on us, and they got a whole bunch of kids that can shoot the three. So we'll have to really defend against this team.
They are also, going into your senior night. You've got senior night tomorrow at the community building. What's the emotion of that night like, and how do you want to use that emotion in a positive tomorrow?
Well, I just approach it as another game, but I'm sure the seniors are all going to be a little emotional, being the last game they'll play at Colby, and then the last game they'll play in the community building. So I just approach it as another game, and we'll have to put those emotions aside when we get out there on the floor.
Those were the words of Colby Lady Eagles head coach Tom Stevens after last night's win at Scott City. You heard him make mention of the standout sophomore for Cimarron, Michaela Miller. He calls her a really, really good player, and we'll get our first look at her in a GWAC game here tonight. Now let's bring you the projected starting lineups for tonight's contest as we get you set for the girls' game between Cimarron and Colby. We'll start with the visitors first. The Cimarron Lady Blue Jays, 13-4, 2-2 in the GWAC, coached by Eli Applegate. They will start junior J.C. Wilson, junior Emily Acton, junior Melody Carter, sophomore Michaela Miller, and sophomore Caitlin Sonday. The Colby Lady Eagles are 10-8, 2-2 in the GWAC, coached by Tom Stevens, and it will be their usual starting five tonight. Brooklyn Jones at the point, the 5'7 junior. Brianna Barnett, the 5'4 senior, is at the 2 guard. Playing the 3, Mackenzie Dodson, a 5'7 senior. At the 4 is Emma Curry, a 5'9 junior. And in the middle, Kennedy Stanley, a 5'9 senior. When we come back, we'll reset those lineups and bring you the start of this one from the community building. You've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's Eagles on Radio, 100.9 100.3 The Ride.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents in Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services. There's a good chance that you can't go a day without running into a Colby Community College grad. It's a good thing, too. Around here, our graduates process your payrolls, clean your teeth, supply your beef, care for the sick, and a lot more. And our students know that when they leave CCC, they'll be able to make a living by making your life better. Find out more at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College. Challenge. Create. Connect.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the new year with a new vehicle? You can take advantage of 0% financing up to 60 months on select new Jeep models, plus no payments for 90 days. All the family in style with a new Chrysler Pacifica, and you'll save big with employee pricing, plus 0% for 60 months. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at funk optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African zebras. I see them. Wildebeest. On the right, it's an elephant. I thought their trunks would be bigger. That is a hippo. They don't have. I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa. I need a picture. Wait, no, get back in.
Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at funk optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hotsy today.
Those kangaroos are vicious.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Welcome back to the Colby Community Building. You are tuned into the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride and also 96.3 The Marshall. KRDQ Colby and KERP Dodge City as the Colby Eagles and Lady Eagles take on the Cimarron Blue Jays and Lady Blue Jays. We are running a little behind on the pregame tonight as the starting lineups are just now being introduced, and there will be a national anthem after that. Let's run you through those lineups because there has been a change to the Cimarron lineup. Macy Fugit is in the starting lineup now, the 5'5 senior. She is starting along with Emily Acton, a 5'6 junior, Melody Carter, a 5'7 junior, Michaela Miller, a 5'10 sophomore, and Caitlin Sonday, a 5'9 sophomore. So it'll be Fugit, Acton, Carter, Miller, and Sonday for Cimarron. They are in their road light blue uniforms. Colby's starting five, well, it'll be the same as it's been since game 2 of the season. Brooklyn Jones missed the opener, but she started every game since, and the other 4 have started all 19, including tonight. It's Brooklyn Jones at the point, the 5'7 junior. At the 2, Brianna Barnett, a 5'4 senior. At the 3 is Mackenzie Johnson, a 5'7 senior. At the 4, Anna Curry, a 5'9 junior, and in the middle, Kennedy Stanley, a 5'9 senior. Jones, Barnett, Dobson, Curry, and Stanley for the Lady Eagles. They are in their home white. Again, apologize for the delay. I feel like I kind of have to apologize. The delay was they were presenting the award. Keisha is here tonight presenting the Oscar Stoffer High School Sportscaster of the Year Award, and they gave it to me. So it's my fault that we're held up a bit. We're going to take a break, a 1-minute break for the national anthem, and we're back with the start of this one from Colby after this. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Hear that? That's the sound of the great Alaskan fish taco migration. Once a year, these delicious little guys make their way south from the remote Alaskan wilderness to Taco John's everywhere. Topped with our smoky sour cream and served up 2 for $4, our wild-caught Alaskan fish tacos are firmly at the top of the taco food chain. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Taco John's, Colby.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
national anthem concludes. We're ready for basketball. Girls basketball in the Great West Activities Conference. Colby and Cimarron, both teams 2-2 in league play. Colby 10-8 overall. Cimarron 13-4. Dan Lucero back with you. So glad to be with you on this final night of regular season Colby High School basketball from the historic Colby Community Building downtown. Senior night for the four Colby seniors, three of whom are in the starting lineup. Brianna Barnett, Mackenzie Dodson, and Kennedy Stanley. Cimarron trying to play spoiler as they are the final regular season opponent for Colby in this building. Cimarron will start with the basketball. Left to right as you're listening. It'll be Emily Acton to trigger in as soon as she receives the ball from the official, which she does. Flips it into Michaela Miller, and we are underway. Colby starts in a 2-3-ish matchup zone. The zone with matchup principles, and I like to match up man-to-man where they can. It's Acton high left, skipping a pass to Miller on the right wing. Miller with a lefty drive into the painted area she goes, pulls up, tosses up an 8-footer, hits the back rim, and it's rebounded by Emma Curry for Colby. Lady Eagles the other way, Brooklyn Jones in a hurry up the right side, cut off by Miller, so she peels off and angles all the way back near the volleyball line. Cross over to the left hand for Jones, now step back three off the screen, top of the key, nothing but nylon. Brooklyn Jones opens the scoring with a triple, and Colby out of the board, leading 3-0, 40 seconds in. Miller to the right wing for Fugit. Across top of the key for Acton, holding the ball overhead, back to Fugit on the wing. Fugit bouncing into the post and looking for Sonday, but Colby able to steal it away. Mackenzie Dodson, the heart of a thief, as she snuck in to poke that pass away and steal it. Colby ball the other way. Top of the key, Kennedy Stanley, back to Jones down the right lane, hurry up the glass and good with the layup. Brooklyn Jones has the first 5 points of this one. 5-0 Colby. They're out to a fast start here tonight. A minute and change in. Lady Blue Jays quick into the front court. Fugit high right. Uses her dribble. Brings her around with the left hand to the top of the key. Pitches for Miller on the left wing. Miller with a one-hand pass to the foul line. Melody Carter down the lane. Her right-handed runner off the left side of the rim. Dodson clears the glass to Colby. Jones up the right side. Lead pass ahead for Stanley ahead of everybody. Bradley good with the right hand. A quick 7-0 start for Colby. And Cimarron wants a timeout. This will be a full timeout. We will take a 1-minute break with 6:28 to play here in quarter number 1. It's 7-0 Colby. You're listening to Eagles on Radio 100.3 to Ride.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
I'm Darrell Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Out of the timeout, Cimarron ball trailing 7-0, 90 seconds in. Colby a flying start in the final regular season game at the Colby Community Building. On the right wing, a fake three by Emily Acton. She dribble drives and bounces out to the corner for Macy Fugit. Fugit stepped on the sideline. It's a turnover for Cimarron, their second. Colby has scored on all 3 possessions they've had to start. A 3 by Brooklyn Jones, a layup by Jones, and then a fast break layup for Kennedy Stanley. Colby into the front court to Stanley, left wing, pitching it back to Jones behind the volleyball line. Cross over to left hand for Jones, spins back to the right, gets to run a Curry top of the key. Curry had some space, but was closed down by Carter. Now a hand off to Dodson, who angles left with the dribble, and hands off to Barnett on the wing. Barnett off a Stanley screen. To the foul line she goes. Stops there, kicks to Jones, right wing with space. Pump fakes the 3, and Miller did a good job to close out and get the arms in front to keep Jones from firing an open look. Now Jones off a Curry screen. Stop, step back 3, top of the key. Baked in! It's 10-0 Colby. Brooklyn Jones bakes in a triple from the top of the key over the outstretched arms of Miller. 10-0 Lady Eagles, 5:15 to play first quarter. Miller to the foul line for Carter. Carter into the paint, stripped to the basketball, and Stanley pulls it to Jones to steal. Brooklyn Jones slows the dribble through traffic, And now a long pass ahead to the right wing for Dodson. Now we're back with Jones between the circles. And now a pass to the right wing out of Dodson's reach. An unforced error there. No reason the pass should have been misplaced as much as it was. And Colby turns it over for the first time. 3 minutes and change into this first quarter. Colby 10, Cimarron nothing. Michaela Miller between the circles. Left wing pass for Acton. Acton in the left corner for Fugit. Fugit around, hands off to Acton, top of the circle. One-on-one with Jones as they match up. Now the foul line, Carter kicks right corner, long two on the way from Fugit off the front iron. Offensive rebound to Sonde. Now back to Carter at the foul line. Second chance here for Cimarron. Acton whips across the post, wide open Sonde. She lays it in with the right hand. First two for Caitlin Sonde gets Cimarron on the board. They trail 10-2 with 4:20 to play in the first quarter. Colby into the front court. Jones to Stanley, top of the key. Now Jones right off a flare screen, covered up by Miller. Through a pair of screens, Dodson, top of the arc. Her three, banks in! Colby breaking them in tonight from downtown. 13-2 Lady Eagles on Mackenzie Dodson. 17th made three of the season. Halfway through the first quarter, and Colby has not missed from the field. Miller right wing for Cimarron, to the foul line for Carter. Carter one dribble and a kick out to Fugit left wing, back to Miller, top of the key. Barnett on her defensively. Left wing for Fugit, around the Miller screen, bounces right wing for Acton. Across to Miller, driving with the left hand down the baseline, pulls up, 8-foot jumper, too strong. Strong rebound underneath by Kennedy Stanley for Colby. Away to Jones in the backcourt. Jones looks to push. Sprinting up the middle of the floor, crossing the divider. Directing traffic with the right hand dribble. Angles left, steps back, top of the key, fakes the three hands to Curry. Curry takes the three off the right side of the iron, no. But then the rebound is fumbled out of bounds under no pressure from Miller in the backcourt, and Colby gets a second chance. Two subs coming in for Cimarron. Karen Jantz is a 5'7" sophomore. Jana Wilson, a 5'5" freshman. They enter the game in place of Fugit and Carter. Colby to inbound underneath. Mackenzie Dodson will take it from the official with the basket to her right. The play in motion, a bounce pass to Jones. Head fake, layup from the left block is an air ball, but a foul is called on Jana Wilson. And Brooklyn Jones heads to the free throw line for a pair. First free throw attempt of the night for either team. First foul of the night on either team called on Jana Wilson. Jones on the year, 81% foul shooter. Colby as a team, 76.5% from the cherry line. First free throw for Jones on the way. In and out. Colby up 13-2 with 3:14 to play in the first, and one more chance for Jones from the line. On the way, that one knocks in off the back iron. Jones with 9 points to lead all scorers, 14-2 Lady Eagles. Hustling into the front court on the Lady Blue Jays in the right corner. A three-point look for Emily Acton on the way off the front rim. Weak side defensive rebound to Brooklyn Jones. Jones, long lead pass ahead. Finds him a Curry in stride. Down the lane, left-handed layup up and in. Perfect pass down the floor as Brooklyn Jones dropped it over the shoulder of McCurry like Patrick Mahomes, finding Travis Kelsey on a deep ball. 16-2 Colby with 2:45 left in the first. The other right wing has space, fires up a three-pointer. That's off the back rim as Cimarron struggles from the field continue. Rebounded by Jones. Here comes Colby. Jones sprinting down the floor. In transition, crosses to the left hand, drives into the paint. Left-handed layup. Good! In the foul for Brooklyn Jones. Jones already in the double figures with 11, and this is the fastest start of a game this season for the Colby Lady Eagles by some distance. They lead it 18-2. The foul on Jana Wilson, her second. Jones a chance for three the old-fashioned way. She converts. 19-2. Colby has scored 9 straight points since their 10-0 run was snapped by Cimarron. Cimarron in the front court, it's Miller, high left. Jones defending, passing to the corner, deflected and stolen by Jones. Brooklyn Jones leading through traffic in transition to the free throw line. Kick to left corner, Barnett for three. Off the front rim, rebounded weak side by Miller for Cimarron. Here come the Lady Blue Jays. It's Miller up the floor, driving with the left hand into the paint. She goes, bounce pass short corner left for Jana Wilson, takes it out of the trap, kicks it to Acton right wing. She fakes the three and drives with the left, pulls up, and is fouled on the shot in the middle of the paint by Brianna Barnett. That's Barnett's first on the Lady Eagles. And Emily Acton heads to the free throw line for a pair. Acton on the year, 72% foul shooter. One of 4 players for Eli Applegate's Lady Blue Jays that is a returning starter from last year's team with 14-8.
First free throw, nothing but nylon for the 5'6" junior. Minute 59 to play in this opening quarter. Colby up 19-3. With one more free throw coming. On the way for Acton, and she converts both. 19-4, Lady Eagles. Jones walking the ball up the floor. Cimarron showing a half-court trap. Jones passes diagonally over the top of it, right wing for Curry. To Stanley through the lane, bumping into Sonday. Fakes it up and in from the right post. Kennedy Stanley doing work on the low block. 21-4, Colby, with a minute 40 and counting to play in this opening quarter. Getting close to having one of the highest scoring quarters of the season for Colby. Jana Wilson, cut off right, short corner, out to the elbow for Jan. She kicks out, left wing for Acton. Her three is too strong, and Dodson rips down the rebound underneath for Colby. Dodson double team, picks up her dribble in the backcourt, passes over two defenders to Kennedy Stanley, who brings it the rest of the way over the timeline. Stanley finds Jones high left as Colby settles the pace, winning by 17 in this first quarter. And it jumped all over this outstanding Cimarron bunch. Curry, right wing, contested three on the way. You bet! Emma Curry from Triple City. Her 41st made three of the year. It's 24-4 Colby with under a minute to play in the first quarter. In the front court, Acton in the left corner. Out to Miller, top of the key. Back to Acton on the wing. Acton inside, looking for Jantz. It was deflected by Dodson. Saved him down. Dodson has it for Colby. Here comes Colby 2-on-2. Jones driving on Miller into the paint. Right-handed runner up and in. Buckland Jones with 14 in the quarter. 30 seconds to play in the first. It's 26-4. This is a startling start for the Colby Lady Eagles. Short corner left, Jana Wilson. One dribble, lobs back to Acton. Wide open left wing for three, and she connects. Emily Acton drops a triple with 15 seconds to play in the first quarter and cuts the Colby lead to 26-7. Colby wants the pass into the front court. Jones to Barnett across, and now a pass deflected by Miller. Comes to Jones with 5 seconds with four. Left corner Dodson, a three-pointer to beat the buzzer off the front rim. Miller rebounds as time expires. Best first 8 minutes of the season for the Colby Lady Eagles here at the community building as they jump out to a 26-7 lead over Cimarron. We will take a 1 minute break for our affiliate KERP in Dodge City. That's break 6 on your format. A 1 minute break. You're listening to Eagles on Radio 100.3 to Ride.
Start the new year off right and take advantage of the red-hot buys at your local Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Save big now on storage totes, shelving, and tools. Plus, Hoover's is the place to shop for all of your winter season needs, including ice melt, snow shovels, and snow blowers, space heaters, insulation, the list goes on and on. Remember, they're also your local Benjamin Moore paint retailer. Make 2021 the best year yet with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Open every day but Sunday.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Anna Salbert ready from the Colby Community Building. Start of quarter number 2. The Colby Lady Eagles leading Cimarron 26-7 as the action back underway. Colby with the ball right to left as you're listening. In the right corner, Mackenzie Dodson trapped in his own defense, flips the pass to the top of the key for Brianna. Now on the Curry left wing, fakes the three. It dumps it back in the left corner for Dodson. Through the paint, it's Curry who catches and knocks down a 5-foot floater. Good pass by Dodson to dice up the zone. Curry with 7 points. Colby leads by 21, 28-7, 30 seconds into the second quarter. I don't have the exact figures in front of me, but I do not believe Colby has scored more points in a single quarter than the 26 they scored in the opening quarter here tonight. But Cimarron is a talented offensive team. They average 55 points tonight, and there's plenty of time for the Lady Blue Jays to mount a rally. Top of the key, Michaela Miller, driving with the left hand. Into the paint she goes. Left-handed runner high off the window mill. Grabs her own rebound away from Curry. The stick back up and good with the left hand. That's the first two for Michaela Miller, who averages over 17 a game, 28-9 Colby, 1 minute into the second quarter. Half-court trap shown by Cimarron. Colby with back-and-forth passing, able to beat Barnett up the right side. Into a trap, picks up the dribble, bounces for Curry along the sideline. Curry covered up by Emily Acton, finds Barnett in the corner. She bounces to Stanley in the short corner. Kick out left wing, too tall for Brooklyn Jones. She can't reel it in, and the pass deflects off her fingertips out of bounds. Turnover number 2 for Colby. Cimarron ball, Michaela Miller walks it forward. Miller angling right with a right-hand dribble. Barnett picks her up. Now switch with Dodson on her. She comes left with the dribble. Acton in the left corner with it. Puts it on the deck. Bounces it back for Miller between the circles. Miller back for Acton on the wing. Acton looking inside. Finds the post. Carter. Kick out to Miller. Open up top for 3, and she converts. It rattles in. 5 straight points for Michaela Miller and the Cimarron Lady Blue Jays. They're within 16 at 28-12. With 6:10 to play in the first half. Colby in the backcourt. They break the press. Curry has it on the right wing. Into the corner for Barnett. Barnett to Stanley, short corner right. One dribble and a 5-foot floater over the defender, left short. Rebound deflects to the foul line, and coming away with it is Jana Wilson. 3-on-3 the other way. Left wing Acton with it. Now out to the trailer, Miller. Another open 3 from up top. That one off the mark, and Emma Curry, the trailing defender, runs down the rebound for Colby. Weak side. Now Brooklyn Jones ahead. Colby has numbers. Jones to Dodson, right wing, an open look at 3. Off the back iron. Rebounded by Kennedy Stanley. Power dribble little block right, but put back block. Rebound by Stanley. Tried to save it in down off of a Cimarron player, but could not. It's out of bounds to the Lady Blue Jays. Sub coming in for Cimarron. Caitlin Sonde returns to the contest. She will replace Melody Carter. And Macy Fugit is back in at the scores table as well. She re-enters for Karen Jant. So it's Miller, Acton, Fugit, Wilson, and Sonde, the 5 for Cimarron right now. 5.5 minutes to play first half. Colby 28, Cimarron 12. Miller high post right. Backing down Barnett with the dribble. Now stops. Picked up by Curry. Pass to the back door cutter. Acton down the lane on the left. Her layup is good, and she's fouled. What a pass by Michaela Miller. And Emily Acton with the finish. And a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. The foul on Mackenzie Dodson, her first, team foul number 2. Acton at the line, where she is 2 for 2 tonight. The free throw on the way. Rattles home. 8-0 run, just like that for Cimarron, and they're within 13, 28-15, with 5:15 to play in the first half here at the Colby Community Building. Into the front court is Barnett. Hesitation dribble, cut off by Acton high on the right. Dribbles around to the left and hands off to Brooklyn Jones between the circles. Jones working the dribble one-on-one as Cimarron's back-to-man defense. Now they sag into his own. Jones right corner to Dodson. Dodson short corner Stanley. Double team descends. Stanley nearly stripped. Kicks out to Jones. Wide open right wing for 3. Bullseye. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Brooklyn Jones. Who has the game high 17 points here in the first half. 31-15 Lady Eagles. 4:40 left in the first half. That's how you beat the zone. Get the ball into the soft spots and then kick out to an open shooter, because there are open shooters always against that 2-3. Sonde, low block right. Strip from behind. Kennedy Stanley, the help defender, takes it away for the turnover. Jones jogging up the right side into the forecourt. Backing away from defender Acton. A hesitation dribble between the legs, and now it switches. Jana Wilson picks up Jones. Jones to Stanley, top of the circle. Back to Jones on the player screen right. Now Barnett, the corner right. To the high post for Curry. Turnaround 10-foot jumper. Gets a shooter's bounce. Why not a hometown bounce on the final line at the community building? Emma Curry with 9. 33-15 Colby halfway through the second. 5 straight points for Colby to respond to Cimarron's 8-0 run. Miller on the drive and dish. Right wing 3 by Fugit is blocked by Emma Curry, who has the rebound. Spectacular rotation and swat by Emma Curry. Brooklyn Jones in the front court for Colby. Stanley high left, back to Jones, right wing Curry. In the corner to Dodson. Dodson with space. Fires up a 3 and can't. Mackenzie Dodson with her second 3 of the night. Colby on an 8-0 run. They lead 36-15 with 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Cimarron the other way. Fugit in the right corner for Acton. Acton looking for the entry pass, but Sonde wasn't open. Goes around the horn instead, left wing to Wilson. Now Miller at the foul line. Fakes a long 2. Step back between the legs. And a long 2 on the way. That is short. Rebounded by Sonde for Cimarron. Out to Fugit. Her jumper short. The rebound out of bounds. Stanley couldn't control it. It will stay with Cimarron for a third chance. Acton inbounding with the loop to her right along the baseline. Lob for Wilson. Right back to Acton in the corner. Dodson out to close her down. Skip pass across left wing for Fugit. Fugit skips it right back to Acton on the right wing, squares the feet, shoots the three, nothing but net. Emily Acton, second made three. She's got 11 to lead the way for Cimarron. Colby doubling up Cimarron, 36-18 with 2:50 left in the first half. Colby breaks the press, a pass right through three defenders from Dodson to Stanley. Now Curry right wing, pump fakes on the triple, puts it on the deck, gives back to Stanley. Now Jones has it between the rings. The point guard resets the offense for Colby. 1-4 high set, pass high left for Dodson, back for Jones. Now Curry right wing. Curry skips it back to Jones left side, in the corner Dodson. To the high post, Curry. Curry on the drive, lost the dribble. It's picked up by Jana Wilson, and Wilson was stripped, able to run down the loose ball. Wilson up the right side into the front court, hands to Acton in the corner. Acton out to the trailer, Miller up top. Miller spins to her right, drives the paint, kicks out to Acton. Acton penetrating, right-handed runner on the way, gets the friendly bounce, front rim square and in. Emily Acton averages about 11 tonight. She's already got 13 for Cimarron. They closed within 16 points, 36-20. Final 2 minutes of the first half. Colby into the front court. It's Curry on the right wing. Out to Dodson, back to Barnett, right corner. Barnett will try a three. That's an air ball, but Emma Curry runs down the long rebound in the left corner. Now Curry turns around and jacks up a triple. That's no good. Weak side offensive rebound to Mackenzie Dodson. Back to Barnett, right wing. She tries another three, and that, too, is an air ball. Colby took 3 shots and didn't draw iron on any of them. The ball out of bounds to Cimarron. And at 36 to play in the first half. Coming up, the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. Reset what has been an outstanding first half for Colby. Into the front court comes Acton. Right wing pass for Fugit for the Lady Blue Jays. Cross court Wilson. Left corner to Acton. Acton back across for Fugit. Short corner right side. Back across for Acton. Long three-pointer over. Defender on the way. Swish. Emily Acton, a hot hand for Cimarron. She is keeping them in this game. It's an 8-0 run for the Lady Blue Jays. They're within 13, 36-23. With a minute 10 to play in the first half. Cimarron with some renewed energy from their bench as they try and claw their way back into this game. They've trailed by as many as 21. Curry, top of the arc three, off the heel. Rebounded by Brooklyn Jones. Kick back to the left block, wouldn't stay down. Jayla Wilson board. Hit by Stanley. Stanley took it away. Conway up, misses too strong. Rebounded by Miller for Cimarron. 45 seconds left in the half. Here come the Lady Blue Jays. Miller, coast to coast, down the lane on the left, the layup. Good, but we have a whistle, a foul on the floor. The shot will not count. The shot does not count. The foul whistled on the floor, and it's on Mackenzie Dodson. That's her second, team foul number 3. The Cimarron crowd and Cimarron bench feels as though continuation should have been granted to Miller, and I think they have a case. Either way, Cimarron will inbound from underneath. Acton out to Miller left wing. Back to Acton in the corner. Get past Wilson, top of the key, back to Miller left side. Miller squaring up her defender Dodson. Angles left, bounce pass, short corner to Fugit. Back out to the wing Miller. Left wide open for 3. That's short, rebounded by Curry for Colby. That was a chance to cut it to 10 for Cimarron. Colby the other way with 23 seconds left to play in the first half. Curry top of the key, 3-pointer on the way. Short. Long rebound to Acton. Colby's gone cold. And Cimarron with one last chance here to end the half. Acton ahead to Miller right wing. Miller, hesitation drive into the paint. Euro fake. Shot up good, and the foul. And back comes Cimarron. A chance to cut it to 10 after they trailed by 21 with 10 seconds to play in the first half. Melody Carter replaces Caitlin Sonde for the Lady Blue Jays as Miller, a 77% foul shooter, goes to the line for the first time. He didn't get the and one earlier, but she has a chance for it here. Free throw on the way for the sophomore. Nothing but nylon. 36-26. Colby with 10 seconds left in the ball and the 10-point lead. Brooklyn Jones into the front court, leading through defenders. Lefty dribble. Dumps it to Stanley. Stanley is fouled on her way up with 2 seconds left, and she'll head to the line. That foul is on Miller. That's her first for Cimarron and the team's third. Andy Stanley, 2 free throws coming. On the year, 79% foul shooter. First try for Stanley on the way, off the heel. One more try for Kennedy. Has 4 points already in this one. Free throw up. Free throw rolls in. 37-26, 2.7 seconds left. Emily Acton, three-quarter court. He's down to the toes. It's errant to the right. And that's the end of the first half. Colby sprinted out to a lead as big as 21, but Cimarron has come battling back, and they trail by just 11 at the intermission. It's Colby 37 and Cimarron 26. We will take a 1-minute break. We'll come back to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show after this. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rock.
Hi, this is John Horning with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me in Oberlin on Mondays at 104 South Penn or call me at 785-443-4951.
Technology sure has changed since the mid-90s. Even though times have changed and technology has vastly improved,
Thank God.
the quality sales and service team at Office Works and Home Furnishings continues to be the best in the Northwest at making your office work. They provide the prompt professional service on site and in their shop. Plus, they got anything your office may need, from desks and printers all the way down to that pen with a chain on it. Call for sales or service at 462-2222 or come see their showroom on South Range in Colby.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Halftime at the Colby Community Building, and what looked like it might end up a first half rout is not that, as we are at the intermission. It's still a double-digit lead for Colby, but it's not nearly as comfortable as it was early in the second quarter. After outscoring Cimarron 26-7 in the first quarter, Cimarron fights back with a 19-11 edge in quarter number 2, and it's an 11-point game. Colby 37 and Cimarron 26. Dan Lucero back with you with the Cornerstone Ag halftime show here on 100.3 The Ride, and also on 96.3 The Marshall in Dodge City. Colby came out guns blazing, 10 straight points to start the night after Cimarron stopped that run. Colby would then score 9 more in a row to take a 19-2 lead. They still weren't done. Cimarron scored a basket to get within 19-4, and then Colby went on a 7-0 run to push the lead out to 22 as big as it's been. They led by 19 at the end of one quarter, 26-7. After nudging the lead back to 21, Cimarron got going with an 8-0 run to close within 28-15. Colby replied with an 8-0 run of their own, moving the lead back to 36-15 on a three-pointer by Brooklyn Jones. But Cimarron again had a response. They went on an 11-0 run with Michaela Miller's three-point play, capping off that run with 10 seconds left in the half, and making it a 10-point game. But Colby would have the final word as Kennedy Stanley was fouled on a layup with 2 seconds left in the half. She missed the first free throw, but made the second, to make it 37-26. Colby with an 11-point halftime lead. We will take a 2-minute break here on the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. When we come back, we'll get you the halftime numbers, and we'll also do a preview of the boys contest coming up next as game 2 of our doubleheader here from the Colby Community Building tonight. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Buxie, Dresden, Greenfield, Gem, Halford, Clark, Sylvan, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Has this winter weather got you down? This is Kinley at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Come in out of the cold and start planning today for that warmer weather vacation. With a Farmers and Merchants Bank account, you can earn money while you wait for summer weather. Stop in at either our main location or our Jones location and visit with our staff members here at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Member FDIC. Together, making a difference.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 37, Cimarron 26, the halftime score from the Colby Community Building. Your halftime scoring leader, Cimarron had 3 players in the score sheet. Emily Acton almost single-handedly keeping Cimarron in this ball game. The junior guard has made 3 three-pointers and has 16 points to lead the way for the Lady Blue Jays. Kayla Miller added 8 points, and Caitlin Sonde has 2 for Cimarron. For Colby, 4 different players in the score sheet. They played just 5. The starters played all 16 minutes of the first half. Brooklyn Jones leading all scorers with 17 points, already in the double figures for the 16th time in 18 games for her this season. Emma Curry not far off of double figures. She had 9 points. It was 6 for Mackenzie Johnson on a pair of threes, and 5 points for Kennedy Stanley. Later on tonight, game 2 of our doubleheader, Colby Boys taking on Cimarron, and the Eagles trying to put together some momentum after snapping a 7-game losing skid last night with a commanding 66-40 win at Scott City. As good as the Eagles have played all year for a full 32 minutes on both ends of the floor, an outstanding performance, and a Colby bunch, and I can tell just by watching them warm up here out on the floor of the community building, have a little bit of extra spring in their step coming into this one. They take on a Cimarron team that lost to Holcomb last night. It's 7-8 on the year. They are led by a pair of standouts, Braxton Harrison, averaging nearly 18 points a game, and Andrew Ridnour, who averages about 14 points per contest. That game ought to be a good one. This game has potential to get really good, because Cimarron is not going anywhere, despite trailing by as many as 22 in the first quarter. For Colby, they have got to get out on the shooters and not let Acton or Miller shoot Cimarron back into this game. And then for Cimarron, they're going to have to get stopped. Starts with defense, forcing turnovers. Colby did well to take care of the basketball in that first half. And they have to do a better job getting back in transition, because Colby was lethal in transition in that first half. 37-26 Colby. Second half coming away next. You will be listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. We're back in 2 minutes. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
Pain can affect everyone. It pays no attention to age, body type, or gender. This is Dr. Kristen Plucker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. We treat patients of all ages from infants to the elderly using tried and true traditional techniques and our constantly updated advanced technology. I see pregnancy patients on a regular basis as well, with safe treatments that often bring much needed comfort. Effective, comfortable, and professional care for all at Northwest Kansas Chiropractic Clinic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
Start the new year off right and take advantage of the red-hot buys at your local Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Save big now on storage totes, shelving, and tools. Plus, Hoover's is the place to shop for all of your winter season needs, including ice melt, snow shovels, and snow blowers, space heaters, insulation, the list goes on and on. Remember, they're also your local Benjamin Moore paint retailer. Make 2021 the best year yet with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Open every day but Sunday.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke. And I'll have a large, please.
You know you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Third quarter set to get underway from the Colby Community Building. GWAC girls basketball action. Colby leading Cimarron 37-26. Dan Lucero back with you. Both teams have their starting fives on the floor. For Cimarron, that's Emily Acton, Michaela Miller, Macy Fugit, Melody Carter, and Caitlin Sonde. For Colby, Brooklyn Jones, Brianna Barnett, Mackenzie Dodson, Emma Curry, and Kennedy Stanley. Cimarron ball, right to left as you're listening as the quarter opens up. Kayla Miller working the dribble. Around the horn it comes, left corner for Emily Acton. Back to the wing, AC Fugit. Fugit goes to the top of the key and then traveled with the basketball. Came to a stop and took an extra step with a pivot foot. Turnover number 7 for the Lady Blue Jays. Colby led 26-4 late in the first quarter, but Cimarron has been as close as 10 since. Before a last-second free throw by Kennedy Stanley made an 11-point game before the half. Brooklyn Jones into the front court for Colby. Top of the key, Kennedy Stanley. Left wing pass for Dodson. Dodson angles right to the wing, stops there, pitches to Barnett off the screen. Barnett off of Curry screen, into the paint she goes. Flips it down low, intended for Curry, but it's poked away and stolen by Melody Carter. Turnover number 4 for Colby. Out in transition, right wing, an open three-point whip on the way from Miller. Rattles in. And it is an 8-point game, 37-29. And Kayla Miller, a 37% three-point shooter, knocks down her second triple. 1 minute into the third quarter, and a turnover creating offense the other way for Cimarron. Stanley flips to Jones left wing. Jones on the drive, lost control of the dribble, gets it back, just pulling it away from a sliding action. Ron Jones backing away from her defender, resets the offense. Stanley with it high left, across to Jones right wing. Jones looking for Dodson off the screen, it's not there. Now the right corner, Barnett has it. Out to challenge his future. Barnett dribbles into trouble, double team, bounce back for Jones. Jones walking the tightrope, gets around 3 defenders to the foul line, and resets the offense between the circles. Long possession here for Colby, nothing towards the rim yet. Curry top of the key. Backdoor to Jones, the pass is deflected away by Sonde. It hit Jones, it threw him down of bounds. Turnover for Colby, and Cimarron can make it a 2-possession game here. Into the front court is Acton for the Lady Blue Jays. Right wing from Miller. Miller working the bounce. Up top for Fugit. Nearly traveled. Back to Miller just right to the top of the key. Miller with a left-hand bounce. Left wing for Acton. Back to Miller. Miller angles left. Picked up by Barnett on the wing. Stops her dribble. Looking inside. Goes top of the key instead for Sonde. Now Acton. Left elbow Carter. Carter into the paint. Euro step. Layup blocked. Loose ball rebound. And Dodson's got it. I think Stanley blocked the shot. Colby the other way. Long lead pass by Jones for Stanley on the low block left. Backing down Sonde into the paint. Double team. Kicked out for Jones. Top of the key. Colby resets. And Tom Stevens wants a timeout on the Colby sideline with 5:37 to play here in the third. We'll be getting a little stagnant offensively, and their lead is down to 8. 37-29 with 5:37 to play in the third. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Rod.
There's something in your home's air this fall. Feel it? It's the perfect air that comes from reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. There are savings in the air, too. McKee Inc. is offering $1,350 in rebates, plus payments as low as $132 a month on a new Lennox system. To rethink your air and learn more, call McKee Inc. at 785-462-3132. For great products, big savings, and perfect air, think McKee Inc., your local Lennox dealer. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Happy New Year, Kansas! It's 2021 and time for something different, like switching to Nextech Wireless. Want new devices? Mix and match 5 devices with unlimited data for $125 a month. Love your phone but not your provider? Switch and get $20 off your monthly bill. So bring the whole family to Nextech Wireless. Get new devices on us or bring your own. Spend a new kind of quality time together. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby ball out of the timeout. Emma Curry fires up a 3. Top of the key. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And boy, did Colby need that. Cimarron had been on a 14-1 run. Then Emma Curry breaks with that 3 ball to push their lead back to 11. 40-29 over Cimarron with 5:10 and time to play in the third. Now a wide open look left wing for Michaela Miller. And that's fast. You cannot leave Michaela Miller that wide open. You give her an inch, she'll take 3 points. Back to an 8-point game. 30-32. Miller has knocked down both threes in this third quarter after struggling a bit from the field in the first half. Curry top of the key for Colby. Covered up by Carter. Right wing for Dodson. Dodson angles left with the dribble. Hands off to Barnett on weave action. Barnett has a screen from Stanley. Into the paint she goes. Stops at the foul line. Lobs for Jones out high right. Jones off a screen. Stops her dribble. Needs reinforcements. Strips of the basketball. Gets it back. Now drive into the paint. Pass the Barnett, short corner left, 8-foot jumper, an air ball. Rebound top for Miller, pulls it away from Jones. And here comes Cimarron, looking to push. Miller flying up the middle of the floor, crosses to the left hand, into the paint. No look back, Sonde, layup on the right block is no good, but she's fouled. And free throws coming. Colby just out of sorts defensively, not getting out on shooters and not getting back there in transition. Foul like Kennedy Stanley her first, and Caitlin Sonde, a 52% foul shooter, to shoot a pair with 4:24 to play in the third. Sonde's first free throw, line drive, Cimarron's off the back rim, no good. Sub for Cimarron, Jana Wilson back in, replacing Macy Fuchs. Only 3 Cimarron Lady Blue Jays have scored, but Acton and Miller combined for 30 with the 32 points. Sonde has the other 2, make it 3 if she splits the pair of free throws. It's now a 7-point Colby lead, 40-33. 4:20 and counting to play in the third. Colby led by 22 in the first quarter. Curry, right wing, beating the cutter Stanley. Down low right, double team as she picks up the dribble. Sonde on her hip. Stanley drops it toward the basket, throws up the floater, and hold out. Rebound to Sonde. Cimarron quickly the other way. It's Miller crossing over. Right wing pass for Acton. Back to Miller, top of the key. Left wing for Jana Wilson. Wilson hands to Miller. Miller steps into a 3 left wing with a hand in her face. That's short. Rebounded by Sonde. Sonde slipped back up and in from the right block. And it's a 5-point game, 40-35. Right now, Cimarron, going back to the first half, is on a 20-4 run. 3:35 to play in the third. Colby needs a response. It's Jones on the drive. Right-handed runner into the lane, up and in. That's a response. Brooklyn Jones taking matters into her own hands. She has 19 points, 42-35, Lady Eagles. Miller the other way, drive and dish underneath Sonde, collides with the defender, knocks her over, no whistle, and a wide open Sonde banks it in. Now Caitlin Sonde is rolling. She averages 6.5 a game. She's got 7. 42-37. Colby's lead back down to 5. 3:10 left in the third. Jones on the crossover drive. Into the paint she goes. Kick out left corner. Barnett is open for 3. Yes, sir! Big triple Brianna Barnett. All 5 starters have scored now for Colby. That's Barnett's 20th main 3 of the year. 45-37, Colby by 8. 2:50 to play in quarter number 3. Jana Wilson right wing. Driving baseline. Cut off in the double team. Out to Miller, top of the circle. Left wing for Acton. Short corner to Carter. Carter, one dribble, tried to feed the post, pass deflected by Dodson, loose ball on the floor, Miller grabs it, and a timeout taken by Cimarron. Eli Applegate saves possession by calling a 30-second timeout. We will keep it here with 2:39 to play in the third quarter. Colby's lead is 8, 45-37. Colby scored the first 10 points of this game, if you're just tuning in, and led 26-4 late in the first quarter. Since then, Cimarron has outscored Colby 33-19. But Brianna Barnett hit a big triple there for Colby. For Colby tonight, that is their 8th made three-pointer of the night already. Colby makes an average of 6 a night. Cimarron's knocked down 6 threes themselves. Michaela Miller and Emily Acton each with 3. Acton inbounding underneath, boot to her left. Long pass from Miller on the left wing. Brooklyn Jones on her one-on-one. Left wing to Acton. Dodson out to challenge. Now Miller. Miller back to Acton in the corner. Acton off the screen, around to the top of the key. Now crosses to the left, drive and kick. Left corner to Miller. Dodson on her. Miller takes the dribble out to the wing. Colby doing a better job staying with the shooters in the 2-3 matchup zone now. Miller and Acton. 2:14 and counting to play in the third as Miller works the dribble out near half court. Hand off to Acton, who takes it to the left wing. Skip pass for Jana Wilson, right wing. Now Miller, top of the key. To the foul line, it's Taryn Jansen just checked in. Out to Acton. Acton pull up left wing jumper short from the wing. And it's rebounded by Kennedy Stanley off the deflection for Colby. Lady Eagles a chance to restore a double-digit advantage with 1:15 counting to play in the third. In the front court is Jones, angling right, spinning back to the left off a high screen. Picks up the dribble, gives to Curry. Curry, left wing for Stanley. Stanley with space. Now Sonde out to challenge. Right wing pass for Dodson. Then we're on a man-to-man defense. They played a little zone early in the game. Colby punished it. High post left, Stanley. Off the screen. Into the paint she goes. Stanley, right-handed runner up and off the back rim, but a foul is called on Sonde, sending Stanley to the line. That's Sonde's first. And the first on Cimarron in the half. Check that. They signal that foul on Acton, not Sunday. My mistake. It's Acton's first. First free throw on the way for Kennedy Stanley tickles the twine. Minute 26 left in quarter number 3. Kennedy Stanley's second free throw try, all net. She's got 7. Colby's lead is 10, 47-37. Miller into the front court for Cimarron, right corner Acton. Acton looking, one dribble, skip pass deflected by Dodson, out near midcourt, Miller runs it down. Miller walking the dribble to the head of the circle, Brianna Barnett keeping watch. Right wing for Acton, Acton back across to Miller. Miller to the high post left for Jantz. Jantz out to Acton. Acton thinking about 3, gets to Jantz instead, back to Acton, step back 3 over Curry on the way, that's off the mark, rebounded by Kennedy Stanley for Colby. Under a minute to play in the third, Colby by 10 with the basketball. Led by 11 at the intermission. Jones crossover, post past the defender, left-handed layup up and off the back rim. It didn't go down, rebounded by Acton. Acton out ahead the Miller right wing, and she traveled with the basketball. A little bit of a bunny hop step before she started her drive on the wing. Turnover number 8 for Cimarron. 41 seconds to play in the third. Lady Blue Jays will apply a press here. Dodson inbounds along the sideline. Curry pops free to take the pass. Back to Dodson. Quickly to Barnett. Still in the backcourt. Barnett one-on-one with her defender Jantz. Takes it over the timeline herself. Angling to the left side. Now spins back to the right and gives to Anna Curry. Curry hounded by Michaela Miller. Using her dribble. Right wing pass for Jones. Jones looking to drive on Jana Wilson. 24 seconds to play in the quarter. Left wing pass for Dodson. Dodson off a screen from Stanley. Screen and slip. Stanley's open. Power dribble. Lefty layup. Good. Beautiful screen and roll. Kennedy Stanley with the 49-37 Colby. Final 10 seconds of the third. Acton ahead to Jantz. Left wing Wilson to the trailer Miller. Right wing for Acton. Curry out to guard. Cross to Miller left wing with 3. Miller spot up three-pointer from the left wing off the front rim. Rebounded by Shonday, but the putback is not in time, and that's the end of quarter number 3. Cimarron has trimmed what was a 22-point lead down to as close as 5, but Colby finishes the quarter on a 7-0 run, and they're up a dozen, 49-37. We're back in 1 minute with the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Rod.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
The success of our local farmers is critical to the success of our community. At Western State Bank, our experienced ag lenders are familiar with the volatility of the ag economy. That's why we offer ag lending and banking solutions designed to help farm operations succeed. From operating lines of credit to equipment and livestock loans to farm real estate loans and FSA partnership financing, our ag lending solutions make your operation possible. Learn more at WSBKS.com.
Western State Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
The fourth quarter is underway from the Colby Community Building on senior night. The Colby Lady Eagles leading Cimarron 49-37. Colby has the ball left to right as you're listening. We finished the third quarter on a 7-0 run. Brooklyn Jones, top of the key, Kennedy Stanley, a three-pointer on the way, an air ball. Rebound is loose, and Jana Wilson runs it down for Cimarron. Beating the other way is Wilson. Leading it off for Michaela Miller. Miller and Emily Acton have carried the offense tonight for Cimarron. They have 30 of Cimarron's 37. Acton with it left wing. Across to Jana Wilson. Driving with the right hand. Into the paint. Shot blocked by Dodson. Access denied. And Dodson comes the other way at the left side into the front court. Across to Brooklyn Jones. Jones on the drive. Leads past 2 defenders. Play with the right hand. In and out. Rebounded by Sunday for Cimarron. Ahead is Miller. Miller walks into a 3, top of the key. Switch. Brooklyn Jones realizes just a second too late. And Michaela Miller has her 4th 3 of the night. She's got 17 points. 49-40 Colby. A minute and change into the 4th. Colby with the possession, looking for a 3rd straight win if they can hold on tonight. Near steal up top. Emma Curry pulls it away from the defender. On the run through the paint. One with the right hand short, but a foul is called. That foul is on Sunday, her first. And Emma Curry steps to the free throw line on the year, 55%, 11 of 20. First free throw on the way for Emma, that's too strong. All 5 starters have scored for Colby tonight. They've also played all 25 minutes and 17 seconds of this one so far. Second free throw for Emma. Nothing but nylon. She splits the pair. Colby's a team 6 of 9 from the line tonight. The lead is 10, 50-40. Cimarron is quick into the front court. Miller holds on the right wing. Off a screen from Karen Jans. Drives in the paint. Stripped to the basketball. A steal by Brianna Barnett. Smallest player on the court took it away from the tallest. Emma Curry, top of the key. Transition three-pointer. Short. Long rebound. Run down by nobody, but it was last touched by Cimarron. Jana Wilson looked like she got a fingertip on it. She doesn't think so, and neither does the Cimarron bench, but Colby gets a reprieve on this possession. Mackenzie Dodson inbounding near side right in front of the scorer's table. Dodson finds Stanley, pops free, and now hands back to Dodson near midcourt. Lead action, Barnett takes the handoff. Now Jones, top of the circle. Jones steps back, fakes the three, gives to Stanley, top of the key. Stanley handing to Curry. Top of the key, a three-pointer on the way. Air ball. The rebound is out of bounds. A piece of protective padding fell off of the beam that is supporting the basket support here, and they're going to take that piece of padding and styrofoam and take it away from the baseline. One of the quirks of this old building, the Colby Community Building, which will not host regular season Colby High School basketball after tonight. 2 minutes into the fourth quarter, Colby by 10, 50-40. Emily Acton, top of the key. High post for Jance. Jance on the left elbow, kicks across to Wilson. Now underneath Sonde, powers inside. Her layup too strong. Rebounded by Miller. Miller shoots over 2 defenders. Can't get the roll. Rebounded strong side by Mackenzie Dodson for Colby. The Eagles on the run. It's Jones. Sprinting down the middle of the lane. Into the paint she goes. Jones, righty runner. Too strong off the glass. She got her own rebound. Falling down is Jones, and now she's fouled. A foul called on Jana Wilson going for that loose ball. That's her third. Team foul number 3 on the Lady Jays. 5:36 to play in this one. 50-40, Colby in front. They've led the whole way and led by as many as 22. Cimarron's been as close as 5 since. Dodson inbounding to Jones. Low block left. Dribbling tightly inside. Across to Dodson. Kick out Barnett. Top of the key. 3. Yes, sir! Brianna Barnett from Triple City. The 9th made 3 for Colby tonight. Barnett second. 53-40 Lady Eagles. 5:20 to play in the fourth. Top of the key, Acton to Jance on the elbow. Back to Acton, who's been quiet in this second half. After 16 points in the first half. Sonde, driving right baseline, kicks out to Acton. Left wing, a wide open 3. Swish. Well, quiet no longer is Emily Acton. She's got 19 to lead the way for Cimarron. The lead back down to 10 for Colby. 53-43 with 4:55 left. Cimarron really needed that from Emily Acton, who came in just a 30% three-point shooter, but she's been on target tonight. Brianna Barnett trying to left corner 3. That's too strong. Sonde clears the glass for Cimarron. And the Lady Blue Jays want to run. It's Acton up the middle of the floor, angling to the right. Peeling off and handing off to the trailer. Wilson a 3. That's short, and Dodson boards for Colby. Dodson, baseball pass ahead. Curry's in front of the play. Curry shoots over the trailing defender. Miller can't get it to fall. Loose ball rebound. Bodies on the deck. A jump ball whistle is thrown. Cimarron has the arrow. Sub in for Cimarron. Melody Carter checking back in, replacing Karen Jance. But first, Tom Stevens wants a timeout on the Colby bench. This is a full timeout. So we will take a 1-minute break with 4:23 left. Colby 53, Cimarron 43. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Rod.
Diamonds understands what you're going through. Diamonds here for you. To honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to bomb and mortuary. Bomb and mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on bombs.
since finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of. But against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at funk optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African
Zebras! I see them!
wildebeest. On the right,
It's an elephant! I thought their trunks would be bigger.
that is a hippo. They don't have...
I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa! I need a picture!
Wait, no, get back in the...
Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at funk optometry in downtown Colby at River Hotsy today.
Those kangaroos are vicious!
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
4:23 to play in the fourth quarter at the Colby Community Building in this GWAC Girls Contest. Colby 53, Cimarron 43. You're listening to Colby Eagle basketball on 100.3 to Ryan, KRDQ Colby, and tonight 96.3 to Marshall, KERP Dodge City. Dan Lucero with you, the producer-engineer back at Colby in our Rocking and Media Studios is Clayton Jacob. Michaela Miller, a contested three up top for Cimarron. She knocked it down. A big three for Michaela Miller. She's got 20. Down to a 7-point game, 53-46. Colby breaks the press with a long pass ahead to Brooklyn Jones. Jones a transition three to his claw. Missed it long. And the rebound run down by Michaela Miller for Cimarron. Cimarron can make it a two-possession game on this trip. Miller on the drive, tucking the ball on her left hip. Her runner with the left hand is short. The rebound deflected to Jones for Colby. Stanley with the last line of defense there, forced her to alter the shot. Now Jones ahead to Stanley. Low block right, double team, kick out to Curry. Curry open for three. In and out. Rebounded by Dodson, low block right. And Dodson traveled with the ball as she skidded to a stop, looking to reverse it up and in. Colby turns it over for a seventh time. 3:37 to go. 53-46 Colby. They've led by as many as 22. They've led the entire game. Miller up front for Cimarron. Across right wing for Acton. Acton holds to the bubble head. Comes off with a high screen to the foul line. Pull-up jumper from there is short. Barely got to the front rim. And Kennedy Stanley out of a scrum a bit. Lost her footing. Able to maintain the possession and give it away to Brooklyn Jones. Into the front court, Brianna Barnett. Back to Jones. High left. Out to defend is Jana Wilson. Screen coming from Curry. Jones cross over to the left hand. Now drives with the right. Into the paint. She goes, no, it pass to Stanley, and Stanley attacked on the layup. The extra defender, Sonde, came to stop the drive, and that left Stanley alone facing the basket. She was fouled from behind by Melody Carter. That's Carter's first, team fourth. Melody Stanley steps to the line with 3:06 to play. First free throw on the way for the senior. Pure swish. And Stanley is the third Lady Eagle in the double figures with 10. One more coming for Stanley. Off the back rim, rebound, volleyball up in the air, and Stanley runs it down out on the right wing. 54-46, Colby by 8, and a new possession with under 3 minutes to play now. Jones spinning away from two defenders near midcourt. Now drives with the left hand. Into the pace she goes. Left-handed layup up and in. A 3-point possession for Colby. Brooklyn Jones drives and scores. She's got a game high 21. 56-46. Colby back up by 10. 2:40 to play at the community building. Michaela Miller stops her dribble just right at the top of the key. Now Carter at the foul line. And Carter traveled with the basketball. Some indecision on Carter's part before she turned to pass to the left wing to Acton, and as she did, she dragged her through the foot. Carter sits, replaced by Taryn James. Full court pressure. Colby inbound and baseball pass by Dodson out ahead, looking for Barnett, who runs it down. Barnett has a trailer. It's Curry. Curry with the layup, short. She was a little off balance on the run and didn't get it up on the square. Rebounded by Miller for Cimarron. Miller driving into the paint. Kick to Acton, who fakes the three left wing. Dribbles across to the right, bounces for Jana Wilson. Back with Acton, left wing for Miller. 2:15 to play. Colby by 10. Miller off the screen for three. Off the front window. Offense rebound Sonde. And the putback up and in off the window. And a quick down now taken by Cimarron. As they're back within 8 with 2:10 to play. A full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with 2:10 left in this one. Colby 56, Cimarron 48. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Ride.
Introducing new Queso Blanco from Taco John's. Melty, cheesy, white cheddar goodness. It amplifies everything on our menu. Kind of like a hype man. Yeah. New Queso Blanco from Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better, y'all.
Taco John's, Colby.
Optimize your yield with Case IH Axial Flow Combines at Colby Ag Center. From header to spreader, Axial Flow's industry-leading innovations put higher quality grain in the tank and more profits in your pocket. Get the capacity you need with easy adjustment options to match your crop and field condition, all while minimizing potential grain loss. Take control of your harvest and rethink your productivity. For more on Case IH Axial Flow Combines, visit Colby Ag Center, Oakley Ag Center, and Hoxie Implement today.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 56, Cimarron 48 with 2:10 to play here at the community building. Lady Eagles ball out of the timeout. And Cimarron has just scored a Caitlin Sonde putback. She's up to 9 points for Cimarron. Trick play on the inbound. The inbounder threw it still out of bounds to Brianna Barnett, who got it into Kennedy Stanley. Now Barnett lobbing over a double team to Stanley, who crosses the midline. Stanley slows it up, gets it in the hands of the point guard, Brooklyn Jones, with exactly 2 minutes to play. Jayla Wilson guarding one-on-one. Jones putting pass with the left hand. Drive and kick. Left corner for Dodson. Passing out of the double team. Curry. Left wing deep three. Smash! Emma Curry from NBA range. She's got 16, 59-48. Colby by 11 with a minute 40 to go. That may not be the dagger, but it feels dagger-ish. What can Cimarron do to respond? Wilson, right wing to Acton. Acton, one dribble, skip pass, deflected, loose ball, Miller beats Jones to the spot. Back to Acton, right wing, contested three. An air ball, and the rebound out of bounds. Colby ball with an 11-point lead, a minute 25 left. Lady Eagles leading this outstanding Cimarron team and came in with a 13-4 record from start to finish. The inbound, a little bit of miscommunication. Stanley actually took it away from Jones, but it's Stanley handing back to Jones in the backcourt. 2 defenders, Jones splits them with a crossover into the front court. Jones peels off to the right wing and is making the defense chase. Now Barnett between the circles. Back to the right wing for Jones. And a foul is given by Jayna Wilson, her fourth. Holding the fifth on Cimarron. They will have to give 2 more to put Colby on the line. The 59 points for Colby tonight, 2 off of a season high as a team. They scored 61 in a win over Lake in December 11th at the top side, and also had 61 in a win over Hoxie back on January 30th. The only time they cleared 60 this year. Quick foul on the inbound as Curry catches. She's fouled by Miller. That's Michaela Miller's second foul, team foul number 6. This Colby team came out with the attitude tonight that they were not going to be beaten in this final game at the Colby Community Building. They're a minute 6 away from victory. Dodson, baseball pass from the sideline. Jones just does reel it in along the baseline and then threw it away. A steal by Miller, and she's got a breakaway. Chasing is Barnett. Michaela Miller takes it herself and lays it into the right hand. And a quick timeout called by Cimarron with 57 seconds left. Cimarron has a 30 and a 60 left. And the officials have not signaled. It was a full timeout, so we'll take our last 1-minute break with 57 seconds to play. 59-50 Colby. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 to Rod.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents and Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster. Just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
Ladies, Colby Community College wants you to know that renewable energy companies are creating fast tracks for advancement to bring more women into the industry. According to the U.S. Department of Labor, wind and solar energy are 2 of the fastest growing fields. There's never been a better time to let CCC help you begin a new career. Online classes start every 8 weeks. Remember, big muscles are not required to work in renewable energy. Brains and work ethic are. Contact Colby Community College today or visit colbycc.edu.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 59, Cimarron 50, 57 seconds left. Colby ball. During that timeout, the trainers and coaches for Colby were looking at Brooklyn Jones, who might have turned her ankle trying to save a ball inbounds on that last Colby possession. She's out of the game, replaced by Kennedy Finley. First action tonight for the 5'3" senior and the first sub made all night by the Lady Eagles. Meanwhile, as Colby inbounds, Kennedy Stanley is fouled in the backcourt by Emily Acton. That's Acton's second, but it's also the 7th on Cimarron. So Kennedy Stanley Goes the other way for a 1-and-1 with 55 seconds to play. Stanley with 10 points tonight. Run into the 1-and-1 on the way. Swish. Colby into the 60s for just the third time this year scoring right. Brooklyn Jones looks all right, walking, kind of pacing along the end of the Colby bench. Looked like she was favoring her right ankle a bit. Shooter's roll on the second free throw for Stanley. It rolls in, and now Colby calls time. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here with 55 seconds to play in the game. And Colby now back up by 11, 61-50. Colby has led the entire night, but Cimarron has refused to go quietly. The Lady Eagles led 26-4 in the first quarter, led by 21 midway through the second quarter, but Cimarron closed to within 11 by the end of the half, and were within 5 on 2 separate occasions in the third quarter before Colby closed that quarter on a 7-0 run and led by a dozen, 49-37. Then Cimarron got back-to-back three-pointers to get to within 7 again at 53-46. But Colby nudged the lead back to 10, and now it sits at 11 with 55 seconds to play. Cimarron ball out of the timeout. Their 5 is Acton and Miller, the two standouts for the Lady Blue Jays tonight, along with Wilson, Jantz, and Sonde. Acton, Miller, and Sonde, the only Lady Blue Jays to score tonight. Miller with 22, Acton with 19, Sonde with 9. The inbound rolled ahead by Acton, picked up by Miller at midcourt to start the clock. Miller angling left, comes off the screen. We have a whistle. It's an offensive foul with a moving screen on Jana Wilson, who never established her position, setting that screen, and Jana Wilson has fouled out. That is 5 fouls on the freshman Wilson. Shildapart replaced by Morgan Escom. Escom, a 5'6" freshman, seeing her first action in this game. Colby inbounding along the sideline. It's into Barnett along the left side, and Barnett is wrapped up and fouled by Jantz with 48 seconds left. Jantz's first team foul number 8. Colby trying to see this one out without Brooklyn Jones, who is still trying to work out whatever kinks are in her ankle after that awkward landing along this baseline. She has 21 points to lead the way for Colby tonight. Brianna Barnett at the line. Front end of the 1-and-1 up. Swish. And now Colby has scored more points tonight than they have in any other game this season. And Brooklyn Jones looks like she's getting ready to go to the scorer's table. Second free throw for Barnett up. And good. Brianna Barnett now on the year, 16 for 16 on free throws. 63-50 Colby, 48 seconds left. This is probably a must-score possession for Cimarron. The inbound to Miller. Miller starts it forward in a hurry up the middle of the floor. Angles left off the screen. Step back three-pointer over Dodson on the way. Too strong. Long rebound to Acton, and she floats it up and in on the putback at a timeout taken by Cimarron. Their final timeout with 37 seconds to go. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with Colby leading 63-52. The Colby Lady Eagles 37 seconds away from a win that I gotta believe would rate the best of any of their wins this season. This is certainly the best team if they close it out, and with an 11-point lead and 37 seconds left, it looks good that they will. This will by far be the best team that Colby has beaten. They've come close against some good teams. They gave Garden City a run for their money here, lost in overtime. They gave Liberal a run early. They played Nickerson, one of the best teams in Class 4, 8 to 9 points. They nearly beat Goodland twice. But this is the kind of win over a quality opponent that gives you a ton of confidence late in the season. Inbound to Brooklyn Jones, out of the timeout. Jones is chased by 4 defenders and finally is fouled by Emily Acton with 34 seconds left. That's Acton's third and the team's 10th. So a double bonus coming for Brooklyn Jones. Colby is a team 11 of 15 at the free throw line. Jones individually is 2 for 3. Shooting 2 with 34 seconds to play. First one on the way. Bingo. Is her 22. She had 24 last night. quite a run late in the season as Colby tries to take flight and get some momentum going into the sub-state. Jones sinks both. She's got 23. 65-52 Lady Eagles. Final 30 seconds of this one. Hurrying into the front court is Miller. Off the screen, a right wing three. Blocked by the trailing defender, Curry. Rebounded by Kennedy Finley. Away to Jones. Jones into the front court. Will Cimarron foul is the question. Jones working the dribble away to Stanley. And it just looks like Cimarron's going to defend. They're not in a hurry to give a foul. There's Stanley. Left wing for Finley with 10 seconds. Colby is going to get the dribble it out. The Colby Lady Eagles going to close down their history here at the Colby Community Building with a big victory over a very good Cimarron team. Here's the horn. Eagles win. Colby 65, Cimarron 52. What a performance tonight from the Colby Lady Eagles as they win their third in a row to grow to 11-8 on the season, 3-2 in the GWAC. Cimarron drops to 13-5 and 2-3 in GWAC play. We will take a 2-minute break and come back with the Farmers and Merchants Bank post-game show. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rise.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the new year with a new vehicle? You can take advantage of 0% financing up to 60 months on select new Jeep models, plus no payments for 90 days. All the family in style with the new Chrysler Pacifica, and you will save big with employee pricing, plus 0% for 60 months. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
Rips one out, and it needs replaced. Who you gonna call? Roof Masters!
Roof Masters Roofing in Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake?
462-6642. I think you better call Roof Masters!
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
Together, making a difference. Farmers and Merchants Bank supports locally owned businesses, farmers, and families. Community makes us what we are. Buying locally or volunteering. We are proud to promote the Colby area. Stop by either Farmers and Merchants Bank location, downtown or inside Dillon's, and see how we can help you with your banking needs. We have our roots where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Dan Stereo back with you from the Colby Community Building on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show as the Colby Lady Eagles win their third straight game, knocking off the Cimarron Lady Blue Jays by the score of 65-52. We anticipate hearing from Tom Stevens, head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles, here in just a bit. It may be a little delayed with the senior night ceremonies, and that would be understandable. But Colby scores a season high in points and earns what I believe to be the most impressive win of the season, and they led the whole way against this very good Cimarron team. Colby jumped out to a 10-0 lead. They scored 7 points in the first minute and a half of the game. Led 10-0, 19-2, and 26-4 in the first quarter. They would lead 37-26 at the half, 49-37 after 3, and win by 13, 65-52 as Tom Stevens comes to the scorer's table to join me here at the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show for a postgame conversation. And Tom, I think that's probably about as good a team as you guys have beaten this year, and you came out and locked in early. What did you like about the way your team started tonight? We ran, we got a bunch of passes in transition. I wish we could do that more in the game, but they were able to get back and mix us and get as many as we did. But I liked how we ran. I think that gave us energy. Which also fatigued us a little bit. Was that something that you emphasized coming into this game, or something that you just kind of were hoping that the defense might give you? We're exploring that every chance we get. And they gave it to us, and our kids were able to pass ahead and convert on the other end. And then in transition, they also started in threes. They made their run. They got it close. You knew they would. They're a good basketball team. What did you see in your girls responding to that, the determination not to drop this one on senior night? That's how we kept executing on the offensive end. Defensively, they have a really good score. And I didn't think we defended extremely well. But she was able to get them a lot of good shots, her and 15, and she's just a sophomore. But I thought our kids were able to get enough stops and then execute an offensive end well enough to win. I want to give you a chance to say a quick word about your seniors being honored tonight here at Senior Night at the Community Building. It's the first group you've had for all 4 years. Talk about this group, what they've meant to the program. Well, they got to put up with me, and that's quite a bit. And to their credit, they've been here 4 years, and I tell you, Courtney Finley, she is just a battler, and she's got the best attitude, even though she didn't get a lot of minutes. And Kennedy, Stanley, just been battling inside. She's been in there for 3 years for us. But all our seniors, Dodson and Barnett with shots, and Dodson just a scrapper, just really good kids, and excellent kids to work with. And they put up with me, and to their credit, they're still there. They're fun to watch, and they're getting hot at the right time. Congrats on the win, Coach. Thanks. That's Tom Stevens, head coach of the Colby Lady Eagles here on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. Again, it's Colby with the win, 65-52. The seniors currently being honored down on the floor here at the Colby Community Building, and you heard Tom Stevens reference all 4 seniors for the Lady Eagles: Brianna Barnett, Mackenzie Dodson, Kennedy Finley, or Courtney Finley, and Kennedy Stanley. Apologies for that. The first name's a little similar there. Let's get the final stats for this one as well. It was for Cimarron tonight, only 3 players into the score sheet. Michaela Miller led the way with 22 points. It was 19 points for Emily Afton. 16 of those came in the first half. And 9 points for Caitlin Sonde. Playing and not scoring tonight for Cimarron, Macy Fugit, Karen Jantz, Jana Wilson, and Morgan Escom. And Melody Carter also played and did not score. For Colby, all 5 starters scored and scored at least 6 points. It was Brooklyn Jones who led the way with 23 points. That's her 6th time with 20-plus points and her second game in a row doing that. Also in double figures, Emma Curry with 16 points, her 13th game in double figures, and Kennedy Stanley with a dozen, her 9th double-figure scoring game this year. Brianna Barnett with 8 points, just 2 off the season high for her, and Mackenzie Dodson with 6. Courtney Finley got in late, the only Lady Eagles to play and not score. Time to name our Colby Dodge Ram Tough Player of the Game, and we're going to give the nod tonight. You know, it is senior night, and it's the last one at the Colby Community Building. We're going to split it 4 ways. We're going to go with the seniors tonight, who came out determined. The whole group did. And I don't want to discount the juniors in this, Brooklyn Jones or Emma Curry. But senior night is special, especially for the seniors, and this was a group that played with a purpose and looked very much determined not to lose this basketball game, knowing what it meant, not just the legacy of the community building and winning here in their final game, not just their legacy as a senior class, winning their final home game together, but to earn a 3rd straight win, to beat a high-quality opponent like Cimarron. Cimarron's awfully good. Michaela Miller and Emily Afton are as good a backcourt duo as Colby has seen this year. And they're well-coached, and they're disciplined, and they defend hard, and they fell behind by 22 in the first quarter and deserve all the credit in the world for fighting back into this game tonight. But Colby held firm, held their ground, got the victory, their 3rd in a row, and closed down this building the right way as far as they are concerned with a win in their last game at the community building. So the seniors tonight, Brianna Barnett, Mackenzie Dodson, Courtney Finley, Kennedy Stanley, tonight's Colby Dodge Ram Tough Players of the game. The win for Colby, their 3rd straight, that matches their season-long winning streak. They've won 3 in a row twice before, from December 12th through the 18th, wins over Lakin, McCook, Nebraska, and Scott City, and also from January 23rd to the 30th, wins over Ulysses, Fulton, and Coxie. They go to 11-8 on the year, 3-2 in the GWAC. Colby is not going to be able to play here in sub-state play. They cannot catch Norton for the 4 seed, so they are going to be on the road, and in all likelihood are going to be that number 5 seed in the Norton sub-state. So this is it for them at home. Some things could still get funky for the Colby boys, but they would have to win out, and some teams would have to lose out. But Colby with 11 wins, there's no catching Norton, who is 13-4. So Colby will be on the road. This is their final home game. They will be on the road for that first round sub-state contest. But they are now 3-2 in GWAC play, break the three-way tie for third in the league behind Hugoton and Goodland, who play each other for the league crown on Saturday on the girls' side. Cimarron drops to 13-5. All 5 of their losses are good ones. 2 losses to Hugoton, 1 to Goodland, 1 to a tough Victoria team in a neutral court, and now this one on the road against Colby. They finish out next week, do the Lady Blue Jays, with a home game on Tuesday night against Southwestern Heights. That'll be senior night for Cimarron. And then on Thursday, Cimarron is at Scott City. Now, that game will not count towards sub-state seeding. The sub-state seeding is going to be locked in on Wednesday. So that game will not count on the sub-state seeding. They will be locked into their seed. They're in a sub-state with Macon, Holcomb, Scott City, and some other teams. I don't have their full sub-state standing in front of me. But they're going to be a threat in that sub-state. There's no question, although Hugoton will enter certainly as the favorite, given their outstanding record, 15-1 on the season. If it feels like we're going long here, we are. It is senior night, of course, here at the Colby Community Building, and seniors across all sports, plus cheer and dance, are being honored. And I believe that they have all been honored and have gotten a round of applause and gotten to walk out onto this court with their parents. A special time if anybody played high school sports themselves. You can remember your senior day or your senior night and just what that meant and how badly you wanted to win it. And the Colby girls were able to do that. The Colby boys are certainly going to hope to follow suit here tonight as they get set to take on the Cimarron Blue Jays. It will be the first time they play as GWAC foes. High fives all around. Down on the floor, Tom Stevens giving high fives to all of his seniors. And once the court is cleared, the warm-up will get underway for this boys' game. A good crowd has turned out at the community building tonight. And the Colby boys, they could still sneak the 4 seed in the sub-state. If Colby were to win out and get to 9-11, Goodland is at 8 wins and Phillipsburg is at 7 wins. So Colby, if they win tonight and win at Holcomb on Monday, still has a chance to host the first round sub-state game. So it is not a guarantee that this is the final time for the Colby boys at the community building, but certainly for the Colby girls, we know that it is. And they close it in style. 65-52 the final. Colby beating Cimarron tonight. They led the entire way, led by as many as 22. Cimarron only able to get as close as 5 on 2 different occasions in the third quarter. They also got within 7 about midway through the fourth quarter, but Colby held their ground and got, as they usually do in games that they've won this year, they got scoring from all over the roster, and they got good balance. All 5 starters scored at least 6 points. Brooklyn Jones with 23, Emma Curry with 16, Candy Stanley with 12, Brianna Barnett with 8, and Mackenzie Dodson with 6. Cimarron had 3 players score in the game. Michaela Miller scored in 22, Emily Acton scored 19, and Caitlin Sonde scored 9 points apiece. I want to take this short opportunity to say a thank you and a hello to our listeners down in the Cimarron and Dodge City area. 96.3 to Marshall, KERP in Dodge City. We are pinch hitting tonight for the normal Cimarron broadcast. The broadcaster unable to make the trip up to Colby tonight, and we want to say hello to our listeners of the Cimarron Persuasion. Hope that you are enjoying tonight's broadcast of Colby Eagle basketball carried on 100.3 The Ride. We will now step aside for a 1-minute break. When we come back, we will begin the Funk Optometry pregame show for game number 2 of our Colby Eagle basketball coverage. The boys contest, both teams are warming up. The 20-minute countdown clock has started, and we will be ready for senior night boys basketball in the Great West Activities Conference when we return. You've been listening to the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. One more time, the girls basketball final. Colby 65, Cimarron 52. This is the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
Colby Eagles basketball is live on 100.3 The Ride.
We're going to go nose to nose with them, and we're going to beat them at both ends of the court. And you're going to play better than you ever dreamed of.
The Eagles on radio are brought to you by American Implement, Ballman Mortuary, Colby Ag Center, Cornerstone Ag, Colby Dodge, Darrell Henry of Edward Jones, the Colby Free Press, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Funk Optometry, Farmers and Merchants Bank, High Plains Co-op, Hoover Lumber, McDonald's of Colby, McKee Inc., Next Tech Wireless, Office Works and Home Furnishings, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, People's State Bank, Pizza Hut of Colby, Northwest Kansas Decorating, Roof Masters, Strut Insurance Services, Taco John's of Colby, and Western State Bank.
All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it!
And now, let's go to the gym with your voice of the Eagles, Dan Lucero.
Welcome back to the Colby Community Building for game number 2 of our Eagle basketball doubleheader on the final night of regular season basketball in the history of this old barn downtown Colby. It is the Colby Eagle boys, 7-11 on the season, 2-2 at GWAC play, taking on the Cimarron Blue Jays, who are 7-8 overall, and 2-2 in the GWAC. I am Dan Lucero. This is the Funk Optometry pregame show. Once again, so glad to have you along tonight, whether you're listening on 100.3 The Ride at Colby, or you're joining us with special coverage on 96.3 The Marshall KERP in Dodge City. After a 7-game losing streak that dated all the way back to January 23rd, catharsis arrived for the Colby Eagles last night in the form of a 66-40 victory over Scott City, the largest margin of victory this season for the Colby Eagles, and also their highest scoring game of the season. Colby went on an 8-0 first quarter run and never trailed after that, controlling the contest. They got good scoring nights from the usual suspects. Ryan Myers, the leading scorer for the Eagles, the 6'2 senior averages 15.5 points a game. He had 22 last night, his fifth 20-plus point game of the season. Hunter Ball is also in double figures. The 5'9 sophomore point guard scored 12 points. The 9th time in 18 games he's been in double figures. And Peyton Wallmeyer, and he only finished with 9 points, but he got Colby after a fast start with 7 first quarter points. Wallmeyer is Colby's second leading scorer at 13.8 points a game. The Colby's been able to count on those three all year. What made the difference last night were big nights for a pair of seniors in the starting lineup, Jaron Rush and Jacob Letter. On the year, the two combined to average 8 points a game. Last night, they combined for 20 points. For Jaron Rush, it was a season-high 11 points, his first double-figure game of the season. For Letter, the 6'3 senior, it was 9 points, a season-high for him as well. It was a fun night of basketball and a much-needed fun night for the Colby Eagles, who have smiles on their faces and a spring in their step as they take the floor here at the Community Building after snapping that 7-game skid. The opponents tonight, the Cimarron Blue Jays, have dropped 2 straight after falling last night to Holcomb 71-64. It's been a trying season for Coach Eric McWhirter's for Milwaukee Blue Jays, and I apologize for pronouncing that name incorrectly there. For a little hiccup, put a C in there where it didn't belong. But the Blue Jays this year have played just 15 games. They're 7-8 on the year. They went on a COVID-19 pause and did not play for 12 days. Between January 24th and February 4th, they did not play. And they only have 18 games scheduled presently, so it doesn't look like they're going to get the full 20-game regular season in. When they have played, they've had some good moments, including a road win at Ulysses back on January 12th, and a home win over those same Tigers on February 12th. But they've also found the sledding tough against some of the better teams in the GWAC. They've lost a pair of games to Hugoton. They also have 3 other losses against ranked competition. They've lost to 3A number 1 Lakin, 3A number 7 Hoisington, and 5th-ranked team in Class 1A Division 1 Meade, in addition to those 2 losses against the 5th-ranked Hugoton Eagles. The Blue Jays are led by a pair of standout scorers. 6'2" junior Braxton Harrison averages 18 points and 8 rebounds per game, the top total in both categories for Cimarron. And Andrew Ridnour, the 6'2" senior, averages 14 points and just under 8 boards a game. He's the team's leader in assists, 2.7 assists per contest. It's a team that leans heavily on their starting 5, scoring 9.5 points a game, are Seth Ridnour, 6'2" senior, and Storm Flores, 5'8" senior, who is Cimarron's best 3-point shooter. Flores on the year, 37% from behind the arc. Cimarron is capable of scoring at a high level. They average 53.5 points a game compared to 50 points a game for Colby. They scored 64 against Holcomb on Thursday night, but they allowed 71 to the high-flying Longhorns in that loss. They're second in as many meetings against the Longhorns this season. Since the COVID-19 pause, Cimarron has lost 4 out of 5, so they were 6-4, and coming off of a 2-1 performance at Hoisington's January tournament. They lost the opener to the hosts and then beat Otis Bison and Kraft to go 2-1 and win the fifth place game. But they went on pause after that. Since then, they have losses at Lake and at Hugoton, at home to Scott City last Saturday in a bit of a surprise, and then the loss last night at Holcomb. Colby, meanwhile, well, again, you know their story. At lost 7 straight before last night, can they keep the momentum rolling and make it 2 in a row for the first time since the Orange and Black Classic back in late January? It's the Eagles and the Blue Jays. The feathers will fly inside the community building tonight on senior night. We will take a break here on the Funk Optometry pregame show. When we come back, we'll hear from the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. You're listening to the Eagles on radio on 100.3 The Rise.
I'm Darrell Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back into the Funk Optometry pregame show as we get you set for game number 2 of our Colby Eagle basketball doubleheader tonight. The Colby Eagle boys hosting Cimarron in the regular season home finale in a GWAC contest. I am Dan Lucero, joined now by the head coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. And Parker, we are less than 24 hours removed from what I felt was your best performance of the season, perhaps, a 66-40 win at Scott City. And I know we talked about it a little bit after last night's game, but just how good did that winning locker room feel after 7 straight losses to get off the schneid and not just to win, but to win in a convincing fashion, to win in a way where you got to control the game, clear the bench at the end? How cathartic was that for your boys?
I think it was just, it was like kind of the weight of the world kind of felt like it just went away at that point. You know, the kids have, been battling. They've trusted the process, continue to come in and work hard every day and try to continue to improve. And so I guess to see it come full circle where we showed that we can put 4 quarters together was a good thing mentally for us to be able to accomplish as a team.
We have talked throughout the season about consistency on offense and how sometimes that has been lacking for your group at times. What was most consistent about the offensive effort last night that allowed you to score at a high level really throughout the game? You didn't have a down quarter or really even a down stretch. You consistently scored the basketball on your way to the highest point total you've scored this season.
I think ball movement was really a big thing for us. We were able to get out in transition a couple of times, but even when we weren't able to get transition buckets, we still had that urgency to push the ball ahead to try to get at least a early look where it created scramble situations for the defense and gave us some opportunities to get maybe a big on a little or vice versa, which I think created a lot of driving lines. We threw a lot more skip passes last night because they dug on the post, trying to keep the ball out of Peyton's hands. And when we threw that skip pass, it was like the rotation of the way that Scott City rotated their man in their zone. We were always able to make that extra pass and then be in attack mode at that point.
How much does it change the energy when everyone's getting involved? It's something else that we talked about last night, how excited guys were for Jaron Rush to have a season high in points last night, or for Jacob Wetter to knock down a three-pointer, or Eli Corporate coming off the bench at the very end of the game and making a three-pointer. How much does that change the energy when everybody gets a chance to play a hand in the success of the team in a game like that?
Well, it's big for momentum. It's big for your culture of your team. When Eli hits that three even late, the whole bench is going crazy for him because they're so excited, and that's really what it's all about. It's something that we've been talking about, especially after the Norton game when we only had 3 guys score the ball. So, for everybody to be involved at that point, it makes us a lot more difficult to defend, and it just makes us more of a complete team.
Tonight's opponent is the Cimarron Blue Jays, and we'll get Parker McKee's thoughts on them as they invade the community building tonight after we take this short break on the Funk Optometry pregame show. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
This is Brett Arnberger with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services today and tomorrow. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. Stop in and see me on Tuesdays from 10 to 2 at EC Millick Insurance Agency in Atwood, or call me at 462-1113.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at Funk Optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African zebras. I see them. Wildebeest. On the right, it's an elephant. I thought their trunks would be bigger. That is a hippo. They don't have. I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa. I need a picture. Wait, no, get back in the...
Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Hoxie today.
Those kangaroos are vicious.
The Funk Optometry pregame show continues here on coverage of the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride. Colby Eagle basketball, game 2 of a doubleheader tonight, the final regular season home game for the Colby Eagle boys as they get set to take on the Cimarron Blue Jays, the first time that these two teams have met as GWAC foes. Our conversation continues with the coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. And Parker, this is a relatively new opponent. It's not one that you've seen on a year-in, year-out basis here at Colby. What is your first impression of Cimarron, getting to get a look at them and see what they have been and how they've navigated their season?
Well, if you look at kind of what they've done this year, they've been really competitive in a lot of different games. They play well as a team together. They're kind of scrappy and disciplined and do a lot of good stuff. So I think they present a lot of problems for us in that regard. It'd be really important for us to come out and set the tone from the beginning and work for all those 50-50 balls that every coach talks about. And so I think them entering the GWAC, they've been real competitive in a lot of different games, and so it's been a good uplifting for our league. I guess for our kids, it's the last opportunity for them probably to play in the community building, and I think their thought process needs to be that we just need to be focused for 4 quarters and if all goes well, then we'll be able to maybe retire that community building from the high school boys basketball program in the right way.
I want to get back to that point, but first I want to look back at Cimarron. They have a high-level scorer in their backcourt in Braxton Harrison. He's averaging about 18 points per game. When you play against a team that has a high-volume scorer, do you have guys on your team that maybe welcome the challenge of trying to check him man-to-man and make sure you try and slow him down? And how imperative is it to slow down a high-volume scorer like that?
Well, I think it's about limiting his touches and, challenging, when he's shooting the ball from the perimeter, really contesting it. So we got to have an awareness of where he is on the floor at all times because he is kind of the motor that makes him run. And so I think for Jaron Rush has kind of been that guy at times this year, and actually even Ryan Myers to a certain extent. I think they welcome that challenge. I think it elevates not only their defensive game, but it keeps them more in tune with offense and their ability to focus. And, I think that was kind of really the biggest difference last night in our game against Scott City was that we collectively played as a team. We communicated really well. And so there'll be a lot of opportunities, not just for those two guys to be guarding, him, but, Hunter will probably have some possessions on him as well where we're pop switching certain things. And they do a good job of creating and getting in the lane. And, that's a lot of where his shots are coming from is off of kickouts and stuff like that. So our closeouts are really important for us tonight and, limiting them to one and done.
Back to your point earlier about this being the last time, and we thought last year would be the last time, but this will be the last time. That Colby Event Center is going to be open next year, I'm sure of it. And this will be the final time in the Colby Community Building. It's a building that you played in, that you've coached in for many years, that these kids have grown up around and grown up playing in. Just how special is this building to the Colby basketball program, and how much would it mean to be able to close it down with a win tonight?
I'll tell you what, probably for the better part of my career here in Colby, maybe at times I've taken the community building for granted just because it's been always here since I've been young. And, I guess looking back, there's just so many good memories that I've had there, not just as a coach, but as a player and as a fan growing up there. I guess everything from being a young little rowdy guy going and getting stink bombs from Hot Topics downtown and lighting them off underneath the bleachers to being a player and being in a lot of competitive games and watching that community building be as full as it can be, and then to be a coach and experience the joy and all of the emotions that go along with the game in that building. It's really a special place.
Parker McKee is the head coach of the Colby Eagles. Parker, best of luck tonight.
All right, thanks, Dan.
We'll have the starting lineups and the start of this one from the community building, Colby against Cimarron in boys basketball. When we return, you've been listening to the Funk Optometry pregame show. It's the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Ride.
When Eugene of Office Works and Home Furnishings wanted to do a commercial, he thought about writing a catchy song. Or even jumping up and down, swinging his samurai sword, talking about slashing prices. But when you've been in the business for 25 years, you don't need some gimmicky commercial. At Office Works and Home Furnishings, they sell and service quality products and brands, including Lazy Boy and Soda. Plus, they'll bring it all right into your home for free. Shop the competitive prices of Office Works and Home Furnishings on South Range in Colby today.
Eugene does not have a samurai sword. Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at Funk Optometry before leaving. Let's check in.
On the left side, we have the majestic African zebras. I see them. Wildebeest. On the right, it's an elephant. I thought their trunks would be bigger. That is a hippo. They don't have. I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa. I need a picture. Wait, no, get back in.
Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at Funk Optometry in downtown Colby at Hudson today.
Those kangaroos are vicious.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Welcome back to the Colby Community Building. It's time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's boys basketball contest between the Colby Eagles and the Cimarron Blue Jays. The visiting Blue Jays first, they're 7-8 on the year, 2-2 in GWAC play. Their head coach is Eric Maloder in his 5th season. They will start in the backcourt, Storm Flores, a 5'8 senior, along with Clay Frink, a 6' senior, and Braxton Harrison, a 6'2 junior. In the front court, Andrew Ridnour, a 6'2 senior, and Seth Ridnour, a 6'2 senior. Flores, Blake, Harrison, and Andrew and Steph Ridnow for the Blue Jays in navy blue road uniforms. Now the Colby Eagles, 7-11 on the campaign, 2-2 in the GWAC, coached by Parker McKee. In his second season at the point, Hunter Ball, a 5'9" sophomore. At the 2, Ryan Myers, a 6'2" senior. At the 3, Jared Rush, a 6-foot senior. At power forward, Jacob Wetter, a 6'3" senior. And in the middle is Peyton Wallmeyer, a 6'5" senior. Vaughn, Myers, Rush, Wetter, Wallmeyer for the Eagles. All 4 of their seniors on this senior night in the starting lineup, as they have been now for 17 of the 19 games this season. Colby in their home right. We thank you for joining us tonight on 100.3 The Ride and 96.3 The Marshall in Dodge City, home of the Cimarron Blue Jays. Again, I am Dan Lucero, glad to be with you tonight for what should be a good one, as Colby tries to win their second in a row and Cimarron tries to snap a brief 2-game skid. Cimarron starts with the basketball, left to right as you listen. Inbounding is Andrew Ridnow in for Storm Flores, and we are underway. Colby matches up man-to-man to start. Vaughn guarding Flores. Left wing pass for Andrew Ridnow. Off the screen, right wing pass for Harrison. In the corner now, Flores. Flores picks up his dribble, flips to Harrison. Harrison walks the dribble out to the right wing. Picked up by Ryan Myers on a switch. Crossover to the right hand, into the paint he goes. Dumps it short corner right, a long 2 on the way from Steph Ridnow, too strong. Rebounded by Jaron Rush for Colby. Rush into the front court, stops the dribble high on the right, gets it away to Wetter. Pass is deflected. Wetter has to go to the floor to get it and then tosses it over, leaping defender to Rush. Rush swings it underneath, too hot for Myers to handle, but he rescues it inbounds for Vaughn. And Vaughn brings the dribble all the way around from the left corner to the top of the key to reset. Rush right corner, looking to feed inside. Pass is deflected by Clay Flink and out of bounds underneath. Stays with Colby. Rush was looking for Peyton Wallmeyer, who was popping open on a back cut. But a couple of deflections early on for Cimarron defensively. Active hands for the visiting Blue Jays. Vaughn inbounding, hoop to his right underneath, finds Wallmeyer in the corner outside the arc. He lobs over defender to Myers right wing, across to Vaughn left side. Short corner left, Wetter against this 2-3 zone of Cimarron. Rush dribbles out of traffic out to near midcourt, starts it back around the horn to left corner Ryan Myers. He takes the 3 and drives. The baseline, kick out to Wetter. Left wing 3-pointer on the way for Jacob. Wetter, nothing but nylon. And that's back-to-back games that Wetter has hit a triple. His 5th main 3 of the year. It gives Colby a 3-0 lead. Cimarron into the front court. Seth Ridnow trying to jump in the middle of the paint. Is blocked by Peyton Wallmeyer, who has the board. Bounce pass ahead to Wetter in transition. Down the lane on the right, he's cut off. To the trailer, Rush, who lays into the paint and lays it with the right hand. First 2 for Jaron Rush. 5-0 Colby, a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bad start for the Eagle boys in this one. Harrison, lefty drive to the right elbow, crosses to the right hand, pulls up 4-foot jumper, switched right over Ryan Myers. Braxton Harrison to soft touch for his first 2. Cimarron on the board, they trail 5-2. Vaughn left wing, up top for Wetter. Wetter, one dribble and stops against the zone, passes over Flores to Rush. Now Wallmeyer, low block right, bank shot off glass, good. Peyton Wallmeyer with a soft touch himself, 7-2 Colby. 2 minutes into this one. Flores in the left corner for Clay Frink. Now Seth Ridnow around the lane, hit into the right hand off the front rim, no. Rebounded by Wallmeyer. Colby on the run. Ball off the floor. Vaughn to the left corner for Ryan Myers. Spot up 3-pointer on the way. Bullseye! Ryan Myers drops the triple. His 54th made 3 of the season. And Colby leads 10-2 with 5:35 to play in the first. This feels like deja vu. This was an early score in the girls' game as well, with Colby in front 10-2. Harrison right wing for Cimarron. Crossover to the right hand, lost control of the dribble, and it's right into the lap of Peyton Wallmeyer. Wallmeyer 1-on-2 the other way, goes alone, layup short, gets by Rush, no. Rebounded by Harrison, now Cimarron with numbers the other way. It's Harrison flying down the middle of the paint. His layup around Ryan Myers is good. Braxton Harrison with all 4 Cimarron points, and they cut the Colby lead to 10-4 with 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Wallmeyer high post, kicks to Vaughn right corner, fakes the 3. Drives the baseline, double team in the zone, out to Myers, right wing for 3. Yes! Pure switch for Ryan Myers from deep on the right wing. 13-4 Colby, 4:45 left in the first. And Myers is connected on his first 2 shots. That's a good sign when he gets going early for Colby. Seth Ridnow into the paint right side, across the lane to Flink, now out top to Andrew Ridnow. Spinning to his left in the paint, up and under fake, shot up, off back rim, rebounded by Wetter, and he's fouled. Andrew Ridnour fouling over the back. That's his first. And the first foul on either team in this one. Colby by 9 here in this first quarter, 13-4. Vaughn jogs the ball over the midline for Colby, signals a play, flips to Wetter high on the right. Up top for Rush. Cimarron now man-to-man. Rush guarded by Frank Lobb into the post. And a foul on the catch. As Wallmeyer got bodied to the deck by Andrew Ridnour. That's 2 quick fouls on Andrew Ridnour. Cimarron, second leading scorer and second leading rebounder, in some early foul trouble. But now, he'll stay on the floor. Vaughn with the hoop to his left, set to inbound. Puts it into the right corner, and it's deflected right back out of bounds by Clay Flink. Cimarron may go back to his zone here to protect Ridnour with those 2 early fouls. We'll see. They're showing zone on the inbound play from underneath. Vaughn hands the ball from the official. Into Wetter in the corner, Lob to Rush, top of the key. Cimarron does go back to man-to-man. Myers on the right wing. Step back three-pointer from the corner on the way, off the front rim, and a foul over the back on the rebound on Hunter Vaughn and Colby. That's the first on Vaughn and the first on the Eagles. 4:05 to play here in the first quarter. Colby 13, Cimarron 4. Underhand flip the inbound from Harrison to Flores. Flores jogs it forward. Left wing pass for Andrew Ridnour, who drives and spins to the left elbow. Up and underfake kick out Seth Ridnour right wing. He spins on Wallmeyer. Stop short corner right. Kicks it out to Harrison. Harrison cut off short corner right, backing away from the double team into the corner. Bounces for Seth Ridnour. Now Flores up top. Flores to the foul line. Kick out Seth Ridnour. Three-pointer on the way from the right wing. Short. Long rebound run down by Peyton Wallmeyer. Colby with numbers. But Wallmeyer is cut off in transition, and Colby slows it. Left corner, Hunter Vaughn is open. He's got a three-point look. That's in and out. Rebounded weak side by Flink for Cimarron. And then he has the ball taken away from him by Jaron Rush. Myers, hesitation, drive to the top of the key, flip to the cutter Wetter. He hands to Rush. Rush out to the trailer, Wallmeyer. 3 from up top. In and out, rebound contested and pulled away by Andrew Ridnour, who tossed it to Flores as he was falling down. 3:10 to play in the first quarter. A couple of good looks for Colby, but their lead remains 9, 13-4. Harrison gets downhill with the left-hand dribble into the paint. He goes high off the glass. No, got his own rebound. Put back block, but he's fouled. Free throws coming for Braxton Harrison. The foul whistled on Jaron Rush. That is his first. Team foul number 2. Cimarron has a sub at the table. Ethan Marshall, a 6'1 senior, getting set to check in. First free throw by Harrison on the way, and it rattles home. Harrison, 73% foul shooter. He's done all the scoring for Cimarron so far. As Marshall enters, he replaces Andrew Ridnour, who goes to the bench for those 2 fouls. One more free throw for Harrison, and that one drops in as well. Colby 13, Braxton Harrison 6, under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Hunter Vaughn into the front court for the Eagles. Left wing pass, Jacob Wetter outside the arc. Wetter dribbles to the left corner, stops, fakes the dribble hand off to Myers. Storm Flores won't let him get open. Popping free is Wallmeyer, top of the circle. Now to the left wing for Rush. Rush feeds the cutter down the middle of the pace. Ryan Myers scoops shot with the right hand up and in. They found a way to get Myers free in the middle of the lane, and he scoops it off the glass to make it 15-6 Colby. Myers with 8 to lead all scorers. Seth Ridnour on the dribble drive into the middle of the paint, bounces it out to Harrison. Step back, fake 3, bounce pass to Seth Ridnour. Left wing for Flores. Off a screen, crosses to the left hand, steps back, fakes the triple, give back to Seth Ridnour. Penetrating, spinning to his left. His shot high off the window over Wallmeyer, rattles in. First 2 for Seth Ridnour. 15-8 Colby. 2:05 to play first quarter. Rush on the left wing, handing off to Hunter Vaughn. Vaughn guarded by Harrison, one-on-one, out top for Wallmeyer. Right corner pass for Rush. Rush driving with the right hand down the baseline, gets to the 10, but he blew the layup. Too strong off the glass with the left hand. Harrison boards, here comes Cimarron. Harrison picks up his dribble, flips it to Flores between the circles, back to Harrison on the way. Harrison crosses to the right hand, drives back to the left hand, gets past Rush, scoop shot from a tough angle, misses. Then a foul call on the rebound is on Colby. Couldn't see who the guilty party. No, it's not. It's actually going to be on Braxton Harrison. Harrison got a shove in on one of the Colby players, and he's called for the personal, his first, team foul number 3. Set for Colby, first action for Shane Puckett, the 6-foot sophomore, has been the first man off the bench for Parker McKee all year. He replaces Jacob Wetter. Smaller lineup here for Colby. 90 seconds to play in the first. Colby's led the whole way, and they're on top by 7, 15-8. Puck in the left corner for Wallmeyer. One dribble out to the wing for Rush. Rush, one dribble, back to the corner for Wallmeyer, just inside the yard. Wallmeyer drives, gets past two defenders, to the basket, right-handed layup up and good. Hayden Wallmeyer attacking the rack for two. 17-8, Colby by 9. He was given the baseline by the defender Marshall and gladly took it on the penetration. Harrison walks the dribble to the right wing, takes a handoff, stops in the corner, skip pass left side for Flint. Down low to Marshall, posting up Wallmeyer, stripped to the ball by Jaron Rush, and then we have a tie-up, and Colby has the arrow with 51 seconds left in the quarter. The entry pass into the 6-1, Ethan Marshall trying to post up the 6'5" Peyton Wallmeyer, and then the help defense came, and Rush forced the turnover. Cimarron's third. Rush right wing for Colby with 40 seconds to play in the first. Wallmeyer top of the circle, left wing Vaughn. Vaughn thought about the three, pulled it down, screen and roll not there. Vaughn on the drive with the right hand in the paint. Kick out to Puckett right corner. Mishandled the pass, flips it back to Vaughn on the short corner. Back to the wing for Puckett, who takes another three. Brings the dribble out high right, pitches back to Vaughn. Vaughn resets the offense, bringing the dribble out near midcourt. 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Vaughn on the drive, stripped from behind. Braxton Harrison picks the pocket and comes the other way. Harrison through traffic, forced down to the right corner with 13 seconds, and then is called for a double dribble. He got the ball in on his hip inadvertently, and the double dribble is whistled. Cimarron's fourth turnover gives the ball back to Colby with 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Jacob Wetter checks back in for the Eagles, replacing Jaron Rush. Wetter inbounds to Hunter Vaughn. Hunter Vaughn into the front court. Angles left. Up top for Puckett. 7 seconds. Right wing Vaughn with 5. Vaughn takes the 3. Driving on Harrison. Into the paint he goes. Left flutter up and in with 1 second. 5-foot contested floater drops straight through. And Hunter Vaughn ends the quarter with a basket as he's done so many times this year. All 5 Colby starters score in that first quarter. And after one, it's Colby 19 and Cimarron 8. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Eagles on radio. 100.3 The Rise.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Huxley, Dresden, Greenfield, Gem, Halford, Clark, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Has this winter weather got you down? This is Kinley at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Come in out of the cold and start planning today for that warmer weather vacation. With a Farmers and Merchants Bank account, you can earn money while you wait for summer weather. Stop in at either our main location or our Jones location and visit with our staff members here at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Member FDIC. Together, making a difference.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 19, Cimarron 8. The second quarter is underway. Cimarron with the ball left to right as you're listening. As you're listening to this game on 100.3 The Ride, KRDQ Colby, and 96.3 to Marshall, KERP and Dodge City. I'm Dan Lucero. Colby commits a foul. Storm Flores bumped with the body by Hunter Vaughn and picks up his second personal. And with that, Parker McKee sits his starting point guard, replaced by Jaron Rush. That should put Ryan Myers at the controls of the Colby offense when they're in the half court. Cimarron with it. It's Andrew Ridnow playing with 2 fouls. Stripped to the ball in the paint. It rolled out to Seth Ridnow. And now Storm Flores, top of the key, contested 3. Nothing but nylon. Flores is the main marksman for Cimarron from behind the arc, shooting 37%. And he drilled that triple over an outstretched arm to cut it to 19-11 early in the second quarter. Jaron Rush to Shane Puckett, right wing for Colby. Across to Jacob Wetter, top of the circle. Wetter lobs to Puckett, right corner. Puckett rises up for 3. That's off the front rim. Rebounded by Seth Ridnow for Cimarron. Reset. 45 seconds into the second quarter. Cimarron ball down by 8. Pass ahead, stolen by Ryan Myers. Intended for flank from Harrison, and Myers picked it off. Wetter at the foul line. Pass hit Myers in the foot, and Myers able to pull the loose ball away from Flores, who commits a reach-in foul. Scramble for the ball. Flores called for the personal. His first, team foul number 4. Jaron Rush to inbound right in front of my broadcast position. In the Wallmeyer, poked away and stolen, and Seth Ridnow on the break, misses the layup, but it's fouled hard by Wallmeyer. Cimarron frantic on the defensive end, and they are getting a lot of deflections early, and that one they were able to turn into a steal. It's just the second Colby turnover despite all of the Cimarron deflections, but clearly that defensive effort is how Cimarron wants to get back into this ball game after trailing by 11 at the end of one quarter. Seth Ridnour at the line, an 83% foul shooter, but the first effort here is off the back rim. One minute into the second quarter exactly, 19-11 Colby. One more free throw coming for Seth Ridnour of Cimarron. On the way, and that one knocks in off the back iron. 19-12, Colby by 7. First 4 points of the quarter belong to Cimarron. Ryan Myers with the dribble out high, right wing pass for Puckett. Now Wetter, free throw line extended on the right. He reverses the ball to Puckett, who angles left and pitches to Rush, short corner. Back door, wide open, Wallmeyer, low block right, he missed the layup. Got his own rebound, put back too strong. Rebound tipped into the far corner, and run down by Harrison, who saves into Ridnour. 2 great looks for Wallmeyer, but the iron unkind twice. Flores into the front court for Cimarron. Backing down left, spinning to his left, kick out top of the key, an open 3 for Andrew Ridnour. Off the back rim, rebound deflects to Wetter at the top of the key for Colby. Colby ball with a 7-point advantage. Wallmeyer in the high post. Drives into the paint. Around a defender. Right-hand layup up and good off the glass this time. Wallmeyer didn't miss the chippy. Half a dozen points for Peyton Wallmeyer. 21-12 Colby. 2 minutes into the second quarter. 3 from Harrison from straight on. In and out. Rebounded by Puckett. A good box out underneath. And the Eagles come the other way as Myers in a hurry up the floor. Across the floor to Puckett left wing. Underneath to Wetter. Wetter is open. Wetter lays it up and in. Timeout Cimarron. Jacob Wetter was wide open. Shane Puckett's had him in transition, and Wetter scores to give Colby an 11-point lead. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with 5:50 to play in the first half. Colby 23, Cimarron 12. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Rye.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
5:50 to go in the second quarter. Colby 23, Cimarron 12. The host Eagles have led the whole way so far. Cimarron coming left to right as you listen with the possession out of their timeout. Braxton Harrison, low post right. Backing down Ryan Myers. Turn around 8-foot jumper made and partially blocked. It was short. Rebounded by Andrew Ridnour, trying to fling it into the left corner for Seth Ridnour. It's deflected out of bounds by Jaron Rush of Colby. Cimarron maintains the possession. Flores to trigger. Finds Andrew Ridnour out to Seth left wing. The Flores left corner. Flores backing down Rush, spinning into the paint. Kicks out to Seth. Seth pulls up, strips the ball by Rush. Able to regain possession out to Andrew. Now Seth, left corner, three-pointer. Short, long rebound to Hunter Vaughn, who just checked back in. Vaughn, one-on-one the other way for Colby with 2 defenders on his heels. Vaughn goes the distance play. Blocked at the rim by Andrew Ridnour. Super defensive play. Hustling back. Ridnour kept his feet moving. Stayed out of the way of Vaughn, didn't draw the foul, and blocked it clean at the apex. Colby inbounding from underneath. Vaughn a lob for Rush at the top of the key, left wing for Myers. Colby has their starting 5 on the floor. Wetter left corner, one dribble, picks it up and under, fakes in all directions, swings it to Vaughn on the wing, now back to Wetter in the corner left. Wetter probing, cut off, kicks to Myers, left corner, three-pointer on the way. Missed it short, tipped up and in by Peyton Wallmeyer. Nobody put a body on the big man. 6-0 run for Colby. Wallmeyer's got 8 first half points, 25-12. Largest lead of the night for the Eagles with 4:49 to play in the first half. It is Seth Ridnour penetrating. Kick out left wing to Flores, who mishandles but gathers the dribble. Now Flores behind the back to the left hand. Bouncing short corner left for Clay Frink. Out to the wing, Andrew Ridnour left side. He drives and spins. And up and under fake, and his shot up over Wetter is too strong. The rebound deflects to Hunter Vaughn. Here comes Colby. Vaughn in a hurry. Cimarron does well to get back defensively. Vaughn to the trailer Wetter right wing. He fakes the three, dribbles to the foul line and stops. Feet underneath, deflected before it could come through to a wide open Wallmeyer. A steal by Seth Ridnour. Andrew Ridnour the other way. Looked like he got away with a carry. Away to Flores high on the right. Approaching the midway point of the second quarter. Colby 25, Cimarron 12. Andrew Ridnour high right. Angles left. Spins into a double team. Kick out to Frank. Now up top, wide open. Seth Ridnour 3. Switch. Seth Ridnour just a 17% three-point shooter, but he cans the open triple from straight on to make it 25-15 Colby. On to the front court, pass for Rush in the right corner, and we have a whistle and a moving screen is called on Ryan Myers away from the basketball to try and free up Jacob Wetter. Myers is first foul, team foul number 5 on Colby, and turnover number 4 for the Eagles. Sub coming in, Shane Puckett relieves Jacob Wetter, the only sub that Colby has used so far. Each team has only gone 6 deep to this point. Inbound to Flores. He jogs it over the divider, looking back at his coach for a play call, and he barks it out to his teammates. Bounce pass right wing, Andrew Ridnour driving the baseline, gets by Puckett, head fake, layup, good foul. Andrew Ridnour, a chance for 3 the old-fashioned way, as Cimarron continuing to attack the basket. And that time, Shane Puckett let Andrew Ridnour slip past a bit too easily. Ridnour was fouled by Puckett. That's Puckett first and Colby 6. And the free throw up and in. Andrew Ridnour's first points of the game, and it cuts the Colby lead to 7, 25-18. Sub for Cimarron, first action for Rafael Trevino, a 6'1 senior. Trevino replaces Braxton Harrison. Colby ball in the front court. 6-0 run here for Cimarron to get within 7. 3.5 minutes to play in the first half. Rush has it short corner right. Pitches to Myers on the elbow. Fall away, 15-foot jumper off the back rim. Rebounded by Seth Ridnour. Cimarron can make it a 2-possession game coming the other way. Seth angles right to Trevino on the wing. Trevino one dribble out to Flores between the circles. One-handed pass into the right corner for Seth Ridnour. Lefty drive into the paint. Kick out up top for Trevino, who takes the 3. Now Trevino on the drive and kick. Flores up top, pass off a 3. In and out. Rebounded by Ryan Myers in English for Colby. 2:50 to play first half. Colby had a bit of an offensive dry spell here. Their lead down to 7. Myers on the high post right. Defender on his hip is Flores. Myers backing down the smaller defender. Pump fakes the shot. Kicks out the ball in the corner. When Harpnick didn't like that possession, he wants the timeout. Timeout Colby with 2:38 to play in the first half. It's a 30-second timeout. Will stay here. Colby has led by as many as 13, but Cimarron is on a 6-0 run, forcing Parker McKee to call a timeout as the Eagle offense has gotten a bit stagnant here after they were on a quick 6-0 run earlier in this quarter. Myers and Wallmeyer 8 apiece to lead Colby. Harrison and Seth Ridnour 6 apiece to lead the way for the Blue Jays. Senior night at the Colby Community Building, final night of regular season basketball for Colby High School. Colby Trojans will continue to use the building for the remainder of their KJCAA regular season in basketball and in volleyball, but once those seasons are over, this old barn closes for good, and the Colby Event Center opens to athletic competition next fall. Inbound along the right sideline, Shane Puckett for Colby. Finds Rush in the corner, quickly to Wallmeyer on the post. He backs his way down, kicks it out to Myers. Left wing three-pointer on the way. In and out. Boy, that was halfway down, but didn't stay. Andrew Ridnour rebounds here from Cimarron. Andrew in a hurry. Dribbling the ball off his foot. Loose ball gathered by Flores. Up to the trailer Harrison. Harrison blows past Wallmeyer. Into the paint he goes. Missed the floater. Got his own rebound. Put back from the left angle. Up and in off the glass. And now it's an 8-0 run for Cimarron. They trail by just 5, 25-20. 2:10 to play in the first half. Colby could use a hoop. Log into the paint from Rush to Wallmeyer. Poked away by Seth Ridnour and stolen. Turnover number 5 for Colby. The trailing Harrison fires a left wing transition 3. It rattles in. It's an 11-0 Cimarron 1. They're within 2. 25-23. A minute 50 to play in the first half. Wallmeyer right elbow for Colby. Forced outside the arc on the catch. Backdoor cutter Puckett down the lane, stripped of the ball. It comes down the ball. Head fake, layup good in the middle of the paint. That time Colby got a lucky bounce. Puckett lost the ball on the way up. It flew right to Vaughn, who was able to score off the glass. 27-23 Eagles. 90 seconds to play first half. Harrison, top of the key, steps back, takes the three, gives to Flores, right corner. Colby in his own now. Flores nearly lost his footing. He'll give away to Seth Ridnow. He dribbles, backing his way down into the right corner. Vaughn on him, down the dribble out to the right wing, and Eric Mawarder calls a timeout on the Cimarron sideline. Timeout with 1:11 to play in the second. It's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay here. That basket by Hunter Vaughn, putting a halt to what was an 11-0 run for the Colby Eagles. For the Cimarron Blue Jays. The Colby Eagle lead shrunk from 13 down to 2. There's not a lot of trickery to the Cimarron offense here in the first half. They are trying to get the ball into the paint and use their size. They don't have a lot of tall guys, but they've got a lot of really solidly built forwards and wings who are trying to drive, facing away from the basket, use their body to back their way into the paint and then create. And it's been successful of late. The inbound is a lob, tipped up by Seth Ridnow. He missed. Loose ball rebound, Peyton Wallmeyer comes out of the crowd with it for Colby and sprints with it into the front court. Jacob Wetter right wing into the corner for Puckett. Puckett drives the baseline. That's Vaughn. And his right-handed corner from the right baseline up and in. Hunter Vaughn with back-to-back hoops for Colby. They lead back to 6, 29-23 with 50 seconds to play in the first half. The big break. The well-executed out-of-bounds play caught the Colby defense off guard, but Seth Ridnow missed the tip. Down low, Andrew Ridnow, low block left, sneaks underneath, reverse layup, hit the underside of the backboard, but he's called for a foul. Is Peyton Wallmeyer. That's Wallmeyer's second with 38 seconds left in the first half. Ridnow was pinned too far underneath the rim to get that shot anywhere near the basket. Wallmeyer feeling frustrated by the whistle and knowing that he didn't need to give a foul there as Andrew Ridnow sinks the first free throw. Cimarron now 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Colby has not been to the line here in the first half. That was also team count number 7 on Colby. Second free throw off the mark for Andrew Ridnow, and Jaron Rush flies in for the rebound for the Eagles. 29-24 Colby. Almost 30 seconds of the first half. Wallmeyer down low to Rush. Rush double teamed out to Wallmeyer left wing. Skip past to Vaughn. Vaughn works through the dribble on his defender Braxton Harrison. Pass to Jacob Wetter on the right wing. Wetter dribbles into the corner, hands to Rush with 15 seconds. Rush skips a long pass across left wing for Vaughn. He nearly traveled. Down to 10 seconds. Vaughn and nifty behind the back dribble. Driving down the right lane. Tucks the ball inside. His layup blocked by Andrew Ridnow out of bounds. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Colby to inbound underneath. Sub in for Cimarron. It's Trevino replacing Andrew Ridnow. Ridnow has picked up a third foul in that sequence, going for a steal. Cimarron really overplaying passes on the wing, but Colby not able to take advantage. Inbound is a lob, middle of the lane. Myers with the catch and tip. He tips it in, but it won't count. He's called for a foul. He pushed off. Second foul on Ryan Myers. 4.5 seconds to play in the first half. Cimarron will get the final shot, and Andrew Ridnow returns replacing Trevino. Cimarron 4.5 seconds to go to the length of the floor. Colby will make a change as well. Ryan Myers will sit with those 2 fouls, replaced by Shane Puckett. And Bryce Myers is going to check in as well. First action for the 5'10 junior. He replaces Hunter Vaughn. Vaughn, Myers, and Wallmeyer each with 2 fouls. Not ideal for Colby. And one more change for Colby. Ian Rosales is in for the first time. The 6'3 junior replaces Peyton Wallmeyer. Inbounding is Andrew Ridnow in the backcourt. Gets it inbound to Flores, right back to Andrew Ridnow with 2, with 1. At half court, he leans in. He traveled with the basketball before he got off the half court heave. Good defense by Colby, not to foul, and forced to travel with 0.2 of a second left. That is not enough time to catch and shoot. It has to go directly from hand to basket with 0.2 of a second left. So Jaron Rush has to throw this somewhere where an Eagle player can just tip it toward the rim. The backdoor heave is overthrown and knocked away by Seth Ridnow. Time expires in the first half. Colby, led by as many as 13, they take a 5-point lead into the locker room over the Cimarron Blue Jays. It's Colby 29 and Cimarron 24. We will take a 2-minute break, come back with the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rise.
Rarely, if ever, do you hear someone say they look forward to going to the doctor's office. This is Dr. Kristen Parker with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Many chiropractic patients experience instant pain relief after receiving a treatment. As a result, a number of our patients have said they actually look forward to their chiropractic adjustments. If you've never been to a chiropractor, I'd like to personally invite you into our clinic for effective, comfortable, and professional care. Learn more about us online at mwkchiro.com.
Start the new year off right and take advantage of the red-hot buys at your local Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Save big now on storage totes, shelving, and tools. Plus, Hoover's is the place to shop for all of your winter season needs, including ice melt, snow shovels, and snow blowers, space heaters, insulation, the list goes on and on. Remember, they're also your local Benjamin Moore paint retailer. Make 2021 the best year yet with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Open every day but Sunday.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yeah, I'll take a small Coke.
And I'll have a large, please. You know, you can get any size Coke for just $1, right?
So, a small Coke is just $1?
Uh-huh.
And a large is just $1?
Yes. Are you guys okay?
You just blew our different size minds. Sorry, you got excited again.
It's nice getting any size bang for your buck. So come into McDonald's and get an ice-cold, delicious any-size Coke for just $1. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
There's something in your home's air this fall. Feel it? It's the perfect air that comes from reliable, groundbreaking, award-winning Lennox products. There are savings in the air, too. McKee Inc. is offering $1,350 in rebates, plus payments as low as $132 a month on a new Lennox system. To rethink your air and learn more, call McKee Inc. at 785-462-3132. For great products, big savings, and perfect air, think McKee Inc., your local Lennox dealer. Conditions apply. See dealer for details. You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Halftime at the community building. Colby has led Cimarron the whole way in this GWAC boys basketball contest. And they hold a 5-point lead into the locker room, 29-24. Welcome to the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. I am Dan Lucero. Colby scored the first 5 points of this one and jumped down to a 10-2 advantage. They led by as many as 11 in the first quarter. In fact, that was their lead at the end of the first quarter. 19-8, Colby out to a flying start. Colby would push the lead back to double figures after a 4-0 mini run by Cimarron. Colby scored 6 straight points and led by as many as 13, 25-12. But midway through the quarter, Cimarron began what would end up being an 11-0 run with Braxton Harrison knocking down a triple that capped off the run and cut the Colby lead to 2 at 25-23. Hunter Vaughn settled things down for Colby with back-to-back buckets. Cimarron got a late free throw from Andrew Ridnour to end the scoring in the first half and close the Colby lead back to 5. That's where it stands, 29-24. We'll take another 2-minute break here on the Cornerstone Ag halftime show. Come back with the halftime stats and recap the girls' game from earlier tonight. A Colby victory over Cimarron. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rise.
Happy New Year, Kansas! It's 2021 and time for something different, like switching to Nextech Wireless. Want new devices? Mix and match 5 devices with unlimited data for $125 a month. Love your phone but not your provider? Switch and get $20 off your monthly bill. So bring the whole family to Nextech Wireless. Get new devices on us or bring your own. Spend a new kind of quality time together. Nextech Wireless. We are Kansas. Certain restrictions apply. See store for details.
One of the largest selection of combines in the entire Midwest is right now at your local John Deere American Implement dealer. Now, with the big selection of used machines, they're all clean, they're ready to roll, they have the service and parts team behind them. They're priced to sell with incentives like low financing, plus amazing lease deals. Yes, combines, plus tractors, sprayers, grain carts, and more at 16 different locations. Contact your local favorite salesman at your local American John Deere dealer. American Implement.
The success of our local farmers is critical to the success of our community. At Western State Bank, our experienced ag lenders are familiar with the volatility of the ag economy. That's why we offer ag lending and banking solutions designed to help farm operations succeed. From operating lines of credit to equipment and livestock loans to farm real estate loans and FSA partnership financing, our ag lending solutions make your operation possible. Learn more at WSBKS.com.
Western State Bank is an equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone. You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 29, Cimarron 24 at the half here at the Colby Community Building in this GWAC boys basketball contest. Cimarron in the first half was led by Braxton Harrison's 11 points. Seth Ridnour had 6 points, Andrew Ridnour had 4, and Storm Flores scored 3 points. All 5 of Colby starters into the scorebook. Ryan Myers and Peyton Wallmeyer leading the way with 8 points apiece. With 6 points for Hunter Vaughn, 5 for Jacob Weather, and 2 points for Sharon Rush. Earlier tonight, the Colby girls closed down the community building with a 65-52 victory over a very good Cimarron team in the first half of our doubleheader. Colby was soaring in the first quarter, going out to a 26-4 first quarter lead. Cimarron wouldn't give up. They went on an 11-0 run in the first half. In the second quarter, hit within 10, and then an 8-0 run, or rather a 6-0 run in the third quarter, hit within 5, 40-35, but they would get no closer than that. Colby would keep Cimarron at arm's length for the rest of the way and score a season high in points. The Lady Eagles with a 65-52 win over the Lady Blue Jays. Colby was led by Elizabeth Jones with 23 points and Emma Curry with 16. The two juniors leading the way in scoring on Colby's senior night. Cimarron got 22 points from Michaela Miller and 19 from Emily Atkins in the defeat. Colby with the win. Wins their third straight, goes to 11-8, 3-2 in the GWAC. Cimarron girls dropped to 13-5 and 2-3 in league play. Again, your halftime score in this one, Colby 29, Cimarron 24. The third quarter comes your way next. You're listening to the Cornerstone Ag Halftime Show. It's the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Run.
Almonds understands what you're going through. Almonds here for you. To honor the lives of those dear to you. Northwest Kansas turns to mortuary. Mortuary. Sometimes the load's too much to carry. When it's time, call on Almonds.
Jim's finally taking that safari he's always dreamed of, but against Agnes's advice, Jim didn't get his eyes checked at funk optometry before leaving. Let's check in. On the left side, we have the majestic African zebras. I see them. Wildebeest. On the right, it's an elephant. I thought their trunks would be bigger. That is a hippo. They don't have. I didn't know there were kangaroos in Africa. I need a picture. Wait, no, get back in. Hi, see all of life's big moments clearly. Get your eyes checked at funk optometry in downtown Colby, Atwood, and Huntsy today. Those kangaroos are vicious.
Hear that? That's the sound of the great Alaskan fish taco migration. Once a year, these delicious little guys make their way south from the remote Alaskan wilderness to Taco John's everywhere. Topped with our smoky sour cream and served up 2 for $4, our wild-caught Alaskan fish tacos are firmly at the top of the taco food chain. Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
Taco John's, Colby.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone. You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Taylor Sarabell waiting for the start of the third quarter of this GLAC boys basketball contest from the Colby Community Building. Colby leading Cimarron 29-24. Both teams return their starting fives for Cimarron: Storm Flores, Braxton Harrison, Clay Frink, Andrew Ridnour, and Seth Ridnour. For Colby, Hunter Vaughn, Ryan Myers, Jared Rush, Jacob Wetter, and Peyton Wallmeyer. Colby ball left 292 in the third quarter is underway as Hunter Vaughn brings the ball over the divider. Stops the field between the circles. Cimarron overplaying the passes to the wings. Pass comes through to Wetter right side. Wetter on the drive into the paint. He goes over two defenders. Missed the layup. Rebound tipped in the air. And it comes down to Flores for Cimarron. And Ryan Myers is a lucky boy. Not been called for his third personal foul on that rebound. Colby's going to have to watch foul trouble. Vaughn, Myers, and Wallmeyer, they're three leading scorers on the season, each with 2 fouls. A third foul early could be damaging. Seth Ridnour up top on the drive. Euro steps past the defender and puts it up and in with the right hand. Seth Ridnour with 8. A lead for Colby down to 3, 29-26. Wetter top of the key for Colby. Angles right. Now back to the left with the dribble. Pitches to Jaron Rush between the circles. Rush between the legs, dribbles. Stops on the left wing. Lobs the pass inside. It's not thrown sternly enough, and it's intercepted. Seth Ridnour picked it off. Turnover number 7 for Colby. Rush was looking for Wallmeyer, but Cimarron doing a good job fronting Peyton in the post. Now on the drive, Andrew Ridnour throwing pass Jacob Wetter, and he scores at the rim. It's just too easy, the offense right now for Cimarron, as they close within 1, 29-28. Minute and change gone in the third quarter. Vaughn mishandles the dribble. Strips to the ball. He got undercut by Harrison. Harrison has a breakaway. Harrison lays it in to get Cimarron their first lead of the game, 30-29. Colby out of sorts right now. Cimarron just playing with a little more energy. Wetter right wing up top for Rush. Rush, bounce pass, right elbow, Ryan Myers. Myers on the drive. He crab dribbles around a defender. His way up, and good! And the foul. That's a big response for Ryan Myers and the Colby Eagles. Myers into double figures with 10, and he'll shoot the first free throw of the night for Colby. The foul up Storm Flores, his second. That puts the Eagles right back in front by a point, and Myers at the stripe, a 72% foul shooter. The free throw on the way, and it rolls around the rim and drops in. 32-30 Colby. 6:15 to play here in the third. That puts a stop to what had been a 7-0 Cimarron run to take their first lead. Flores high right for Harrison. Harrison off the high screen. Switching on to him defensively is Jaron Rush. Lob pass to the left deflected. Comes down to Andrew Ridnour. And now Flores weaving through the lane. Stops left elbow. Back out to Andrew Ridnour. He pulls up from 15 feet and switches it through. Andrew Ridnour with 8. We're tied to 32. 5:45 to play in the third. Myers left wing. Jab step and drive with the right hand into the paint. He goes, flips it up and in with the right hand in the middle of the paint. Ryan Myers with the last 5 Colby points. They lead 34-32 with 5.5 minutes to play in the third. Myers taking matters in his own hands, attacking the Cimarron defense. Andrew Ridnour to Seth Ridnour on the right wing. Top of the key for Clay Frink. Frink hands off to Flores up top. Flores crosses over. Behind the back dribble, top of the key. Rush stayed in front of him. Andrew Ridnour inside the set. Backing down Wallmeyer. Spins and his baby hook. Blocked by Wallmeyer off the window. And the rebound to Jaron Rush. It was partially blocked and it hit the backboard. And now Colby comes the other way. And now they throw it away. It's out of bounds off of Cimarron. Andrew Ridnour poked it away from Jacob Wetter at the top of the key. And Colby to inbound in front of the scorer's table near side right. Rush sets the play in motion. Bounces in for Vaughn in the backcourt. Cimarron just so aggressive on defense, trying to jump passing lanes. You wonder, can they do it for 32 minutes? In behind to Jacob Wetter. They overplayed that pass. And that Wetter all alone on the catch. He turns and lays it in with the right hand. It's a lot of risk reward to that style of defense, too. And that time you saw the risk side of it as it was Andrew Ridnour went for the steal and left Jacob Wetter all alone. 36-32 Colby. 4:35 to play in the third. Seth Ridnour with 3 from the right wing with an air ball. Rebound deflect out to the right wing, and Wallmeyer is there for Colby to scoop it up. Wallmeyer, Vaughn through traffic, and he is fouled as he got inside the three-point arc. A reach-in foul called on Braxton Harrison, his second. Team foul number 2 on the Blue Jays. Rush inbounding in front of his own bench right side, above the three-point arc. Jump pass into Myers on the right elbow. Myers turns to face up Flores. Double team. Backs away from the smaller defender. All the way outside the arc. Underhand flip to Wetter. Neutral line extended. Now top of the key rush. Left wing for Vaughn on the reversal. In the corner, Myers. Wallmeyer posting. They can't get it to him. Myers hooks it across the Vaughn. Or rather, Wetter. Wetter drive and shovel. Pass is deflected. Wallmeyer's got it. Wallmeyer weaving through the lane. Kick out to Myers. Left wing three-pointer on the way off the back rim. Long rebound to Harrison. Cimarron wants to run. Harrison up the left side. Myers races back to cut him off. Halfway through the third quarter. Colby by 4. 36-32. Harrison on the righty drive into the paint. Euro step. Nearly stripped to the ball. Got the layup up off the glass and missed. But a foul is called. Is it a foul on the floor? It is. Foul came before the shot. A reach-in foul on Colby. It's on Jaron Rush. That's his second. Team foul number 1 on the Eagles. Flores with the loop to his right has the ball from the official underneath. And down to Andrew Ridnour, and we have a whistle, and Andrew Ridnour is being held before the pass. I think that's on Jacob Wetter. It is. That's Wetter's first. Team foul number 2. 36-32 Colby. 3:49 to play in the third. Flores puts him down to Ridnour. Back out to Flores in the corner right. Double team. Dribbles out of it to the wing. Bounce pass to Andrew Ridnour. Backing down. Steps around Jacob Wetter and lays it in with the left hand. Nifty post move there from Andrew Ridnour. He's in the double figures with 10. 36-34 Colby, and now Harrison strips the ball from Wetter. Harrison is overplaying the wing pass, and that time he threw it away from Jacob Wetter and lays it in on the breakaway to tie the score at 36. Harrison with a game-high 15 for Cimarron. Jaron Rush with the dribble top of the key, handoff to Hunter Vaughn. Left wing pass to Wallmeyer outside the arc. Now Wetter top of the key, right wing for Vaughn. Underneath Wallmeyer, wide open, power dribble, play with the right hand, good. Peyton Wallmeyer into double figures with 10, 38-36, Colby back in front, 3:05 to play in the third. Harrison left wing for Cimarron. Drives right past Myers, all the way to the skin, the finger roll didn't go down. It rolled out, rebound to Hunter Vaughn. Everything there but the finish. Vaughn in traffic, top of the key for Myers. Myers on the drive, beats 2 defenders, scoop shot in the left lane, no. He left it short, and Seth Ridnour clears for the Blue Jays. Outlet ahead of Harrison up the left side. He pulls up for 3 in the lead. That's too strong. Wallmeyer boards for Colby, quickly away to Vaughn in the backcourt. And he slows the tempo, walking it over the divider. 2.5 minutes to play in the third. Colby by a deuce, 38-36. Left wing pass, Wallmeyer. Wallmeyer on the drive. Bumps into Flores, who flops. No whistle. In the left corner, Myers is wide open for 3. Left it short. Rebound to Jaron Rush. Rush blocked on the putback. The rebound batted off the glass, and it comes down to Flink for Cimarron. Flores into the front court. Hands off to Harrison, right wing. Harrison on the drive. Euro steps past the defender. Left-handed finger roll around the rim and out. No. Rebound deflected out to the right wing for Seth Ridnour. Second chance for Cimarron. Entry pass into the post. Ryan Myers got there first, but Harrison pulled it away, and now Cimarron calls a timeout. A timeout called by Cimarron with 1:55 to play in the third quarter. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Cimarron ball. Colby still in the lead, 38-36. Eagles led by 5 at the half. Cimarron started on a 6-0 run to take their first lead of the night. But they have not led since. We've been tied twice since then. Both teams getting some good looks that haven't stayed down at the rim tonight. Building's been open as long as the Colby Community Building has. You wonder if maybe there are some ghosts in this building having some fun with the final regular season game. Knocking the ball around on the rim. Sub in for Cimarron out of the timeout. Rafael Trevino enters the game replacing Clay Frink. Colby makes a change too. Shane Puckett is in. And Ryan Myers checks out. In down to the pass to Seth Ridnour in the middle of the paint. Head fake. Bank shot up over Wallmeyer. It's too strong. Rebounded by Puckett. Wallmeyer did a good job not to take the fake and contest the second shot. Colby the other way. Puckett on the left wing. Up top for Rush. Right wing to Vaughn. Vaughn to Puckett underneath right. Double team comes. He bounces out to the wing, but it's stolen away again by Braxton Harrison. Harrison and Nifty behind the back dribble to elude 2 defenders. Euro stepping into a third. His runner from the left block is short. Rebounded by Puckett. Puckett hounded by Harrison. Falls down but keeps the dribble alive and hits it away to Wetter, who crosses midcourt. Minute 20 to go here in the third. Wetter pass across to Rush, top of the key. Harrison just relentless defensively for Cimarron. Bounce pass to Vaughn. Vaughn open underneath, skipped to the ball, got it back, goes up with the layup, high off the window, and good with the right hand. Flores stripped it, but the loose ball killed him back to Vaughn, who scores to make it 40-36. Colby, 1 minute left in the third. Driving the lane right is Andrew Ridnour's defender. Wetter fell down. Ridnour's layup is no good. Rebound dribbled around in the paint, and Wallmeyer's got it for Colby. Wallmeyer into the front court. Ahead to Rush. Rush ahead of everybody. Layup on the way. He good. Cimarron Rush in transition scores. 6-0 run for Colby to lead by 6. 42-36. Under 40 seconds to play in the third. And the home crowd making some noise in this old building on senior night. 30 seconds to play in the third. Harrison bounces right wing for Andrew Ridnour. Back to Harrison behind the volleyball line. Rush staying on him one-on-one. Across the floor to the left. Walking in a parallel line with the half-court stripe. 15 seconds. Harrison back and forth. Now back to the left. Crosses to the right. Pulls up top of the key. Contested three. Left it short. Rebound Trevino underneath. Out to the left on the three for Flores. Up and in with 5 seconds. 42-39. Last chance for Colby with 2 with 1. Half-court ball on. Nearly banked it in as time expired. Storm Flores with a big shot late in the quarter to have Colby's lead, but it's still the Eagles on top as we go to the fourth. 42-39. We're back in 1 minute. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Rise.
Don't just insure your stuff, strut your stuff with Strut Insurance Services. Darwin and his professional agents and Colby and Brewster represent a wide variety of insurance companies. They can personally shop for a specific company and policy that offer you the absolute best coverage for the best price on most anything you own. Auto, motorcycle, home, crop, farm. If it has a value to you, they can cover it. Strut Insurance Services is locally owned and operated with hometown agents that are experienced and offer fast claims. Located at 1675 West 4th Street in Colby and Brewster, just look for the big yellow sign of Strut Insurance Services.
If you're thinking about a career change, consider becoming a physical therapist assistant. The Colby Community College PTA program is enrolling students now who want to help others while enjoying job security in a field that's expected to grow by 26% over the next decade. Contact CCC today and become a PTA in just 1 to 2 years. Classes are starting soon. Go to the academics tab at colbycc.edu. Colby Community College Challenge. Create. Connect.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Fourth quarter time from the Colby Community Building. Colby 42, Cimarron 39. Cimarron, who scored to beat the buzzer in the third, has the ball to start the fourth. Right to left as you listen. Storm Flores right wing, underneath, intended for Harrison. Harrison got bumped, mishandled the pass, gets it back in the right corner. Cut off on the baseline drive by Ryan Myers, and now Myers is called for a reach-in foul. That's 3 on Myers and 3 on Colby in the half. Colby's 3 leading scorers on the year, Ryan Myers, Peyton Wallmeyer, and Hunter Vaughn, all had 2 fouls to start the half. Myers is the first to pick up his third. Pass top of the key from the inbound. Flores swings it left wing for Harrison. Harrison to Andrew Ridnour on the flex cut, down low, left strip to the basketball smooth, and Peyton Wallmeyer's got it. Wallmeyer on the run. Wallmeyer on the break. Wallmeyer stripped from behind. Loose ball is out of bounds off of Cimarron. And wouldn't you know, of course, it's Braxton Harrison who plays like a man with his hair on fire, coming from behind to strip the ball away from Wallmeyer. It's like there are 2 of them out there on defense. He is having a night. Hunter Vaughn inbounding for Colby. Into Myers in the left corner. Out top for Jacob Wetter. Wetter one dribble, right wing for Vaughn. Driving on Harrison. New double team. Pass across the lane. Cimarron Rush is there, and he missed the layup. Rebounded by Andrew Ridnour. Rush rushed it up there with 2 defenders to send it. Cimarron the other way. Andrew Ridnour into the paint. Out to Flores, top of the key. Left wing pass Harrison, facing away from the basket as he catches. Rush on him defensively. High screen from Trevino. Harrison picked up by Rush again off the switch. Now Trevino down low left, double team. Out to Harrison, fakes the 3. Steps back, left corner, takes the 3. Left it short, long rebound. Run down by Myers, who is cracked by Harrison, and a foul is called. Myers down in a heap, but helped up to his feet by Peyton Wallmeyer as Harrison is called for his third foul. Team foul number 3 on the Blue Jays. 6:54 to play, 42-39 Colby. Nothing doing on the scoreboard in the early stages of the fourth. Colby has led for most of the night. We've been tied twice, and Cimarron has led once at 30-29 early in the third. Colby in the front court is Vaughn, bouncing for Wallmeyer, high post right. Wallmeyer turns to face up, gives to Wetter. Low block right with position. Layup with a right hand card. Jacob Wetter matches his season high that he set last night with 9 points. 44-39 Eagles. 6:35 to go. Andrew Ridnour backing down now out to the right wing. Top of the key for Seth Ridnour. Takes the hand off the Forrest and drives. Into the paint he goes. Stripped to the ball, but a foul is called. Cimarron Rush trying to slap the ball away from Seth Ridnour. Called for the foul instead. That's Rush's third, and it sends Seth Ridnour to the free throw line for two. Ridnour, excuse me, the PA has corrected, so I will as well. Seth Ridnour is 1 for 2 at the line. His team 4 for 6. First free throw on the way. Back rim, no good. Apologies for that error. We do not always get to rendezvous with a visitor and ask about pronunciations before a contest. A special apology to our listeners on 96.3 The Marshall in Dodge City. First free throw missed, but the second one good for Ridnour, and it's 44-40 Colby with 6:19 and counting to play. Jaron Rush, jump pass into the post, stolen away. Seth Ridnour picked it off. Turnover 10 for Colby. Cimarron on the run. Trevino on the break. Plays it in with the right hand to cut it to 2. First 2 for Rafael Trevino. First bench point of the Knights Rider team. 44-42 Colby. 2 minutes into the fourth. Jaron Rush driving the right baseline. Flips his way inside and lays it in with the right hand. And Colby calls time. Jaron Rush driving the right baseline to make it 46-42 Eagles. And a full timeout means we'll take a 1-minute break with 5:54 to go. Colby 46, Cimarron 42. You're listening to the Eagles on radio, 100.3 The Rise.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the new year with a new vehicle? You can take advantage of 0% financing up to 60 months on select new Jeep models, plus no payments for 90 days. All the family in style with the new Chrysler Pacifica, and you'll save big with employee pricing, plus 0% for 60 months. Visit us in person at Exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
It's worn out, and it needs replaced. Who you gonna call?
Roof Masters! Roof Masters Roofing in Colby has been your premier roofing contractor for over 40 years, offering free estimates on all types of roofs, as well as seamless rain gutters and vinyl siding. So give us a call today. What's that number, Jake? 462-6642. I think you better call Roof Masters!
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby 46, Cimarron 42, 5:53 and counting to play in this one at the Colby Community Building. Cimarron ball out of the timeout, right to left as you're listening. Seth Ridnour, top of the key, right wing for Braxton Harris. Harrison, 15 points, leads Cimarron tonight. Harrison, working the dribble, has a screen moving, doesn't use it. Ballmeyer on him on a quick down, double team count. Now Harrison pulls up right elbow, down low, Seth Ridnour. Against the taller defender, his baby hook is too strong off the window, and Ryan Myers rebounds for Colby. Eagles into the front court pass to the right wing, through the hands of Letter, but it came through to Vaughn. Another near steal on a pass out on the wing. Vaughn to Letter, high post right. Letter can't find anyone, uses his dribble, now feeds Wallmeyer, who steals off on the right block and lays it in the right hand. Wallmeyer with a dozen, 48-42, Colby back up by 6. With 5:05 to play. Flores for Cimarron, stops left elbow, fakes away from the basket, flips out to Harrison on the wing. Harrison off the screen into the corner, drives the baseline on Rush, into the paint he goes, single over the right hand, off the rim though, rebound deflected, Wallmeyer saves it in down to Rush. Colby ball the other way, gets Vaughn swinging down the right side, and he's fought by Braxton Harrison. That's Harrison's fourth with 4:47 to go. Also, team foul number 4 on the Blue Jays as Rafael Trevino checks in, replacing Harrison. That's 15 points and a whole heap of deflections and steals. On the bench with some foul trouble here late in the game. Inbound comes to Wallmeyer, bounces across. It was deflected, but Myers able to take it left wing. Now Vaughn right wing. Vaughn to Wallmeyer, and the handoff. Now Rutter top of the key. Rutter one dribble, flips to Vaughn left wing. Vaughn directing traffic. One dribble to Myers top of the circle. Flores all over Myers. Myers hands off to Rutter right wing. Rutter one dribble, fakes left, fakes inside, passes right to Rush. Rush driving the baseline, around 2 defenders and fouled with the body. I think that's on Trevino, it is, his first. Team foul number 5 on Cimarron. 4:20 to play here in the fourth. Colby 48, Cimarron 42. Vaughn with the hoop to his right, lobs for Myers on the block. Fakes the handoff, backing down to smaller Flores. Flores flops, no call, and Myers lays it up and in. Flores at 5'8", trying to get the call, and the official didn't buy it. 50-42 Colby, a 6-0 run for the Eagles. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Trevino, short corner right, feeding the cutter, threw it away, and steal by Jacob Letter. Colby with an 8-point lead halfway through the fourth. Ball between the circles with the dribble. Bounces to Wallmeyer, high post. On the left elbow. Wallmeyer to Myers in the right corner. Myers bounces inside, and it's out of reach of Jacob Letter out of bounds. Pass just didn't have the right angle on it. Colby turns it over for an 11th time. As Braxton Harrison checks back in for Cimarron with those 4 fouls. He replaces Rafael Trevino. Cimarron ball with 3:44 left. Into the front court, Flores. Quick right wing pass for Andrew Ridenow. He drives with the right hand. Letter cut him off, Stepping from getting the baseline. Now Sprink top of the key. Sprink hands to Flores, mishandles but maintains the dribble. Flores with the right hand drive. Leans inside on Vaughn. The runner up and in and Vaughn. Wow, what a finish by Storm Flores. Absorbing the contact, getting it high enough over the 2 defenders to drop in off the back rim. The foul on Hunter Vaughn is third, team fifth. Sub for Colby, Jacob Letter departs, Shane Puckett into the game. Smaller lineup for Colby, but Cimarron doesn't really have a big post that necessitates a bigger lineup. 3:24 left in the game as Flores shoots the and one. And he converts. Oh, I don't know how that didn't go in. It was halfway down. Ryan Myers rebounds for Colby. The lead is 6, 50-44 Eagles. In the front court, Myers has it high right, handing off to Vaughn. Vaughn drives, and he's fouled by Harrison. And Braxton Harrison just fouled out of the game. Just a hand check foul 25 feet from the basket. And Cimarron's leading scorer and rebounder is done for the night with 3:11 to play. He finishes with 15 points. That is team foul number 6 on Cimarron. Replacing Harrison is Ethan Marshall for the Blue Jays. Colby ball, sideline out of bounds. Jaron Rush to trigger. Officials are making sure that Ethan Marshall appropriately checks himself in with the scorer's table before replacing the disqualified player. Colby 50, Cimarron 44. Colby with the ball in the bonus, and they have the arrow. And down to Hunter Vaughn in the front court. One-on-one with Andrew Ridenow. Right wing pass to Puckett. Puckett, right corner to Vaughn. A double post opportunity there. Vaughn takes the dribble out instead. Now drives with the left hand into the paint. Stripped from behind. Flores has the steal. Cimarron the other way. Down by 6 with the ball. Flores into the right corner. Peels off. Get pass. Andrew Ridenow. Left wing, a three-pointer up and in. Nothing but net. Timeout Cimarron. Just like that, it's a 3-point game, and Cimarron calls a full timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break with 2:45 to go. 50-47 Colby. You're listening to Eagles on Radio, 100.3 to Ride.
Together, making a difference. Farmers and Merchants Bank supports locally owned businesses, farmers, and families. Community makes us what we are, buying locally or volunteering. We are proud to promote the Colby area. Stop by either Farmers and Merchants Bank location, downtown or inside Dillon's, and see how we can help you with your banking needs. We have a Ritz where other banks have their branches. Farmers and Merchants Bank, member FDIC.
The Colby Free Press brings residents of Thomas County news, pictures, and commentary on the happenings, issues, and events that impact the lives of residents of Thomas County. The Colby Free Press is informative and affordable. The Colby Free Press is a local daily newspaper that has earned a great reputation for journalistic excellence and extensive knowledge of the local communities of Colby, Rexford, Brewster, and surrounding communities.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
2:45 to play from the community building. Cimarron not going away on a 5-0 mini run to cut a Colby lead down to 3, 50-47. Colby with their starting 5 on the floor. Vaughn, Myers, Rush, Rutter, and Wallmeyer. Cimarron with both Andrew and Seth Ridenour, Flores, Frink, and Marshall. Braxton Harrison, their leading scorer and rebounder, is fouled out of the game. Colby ball left to right into the front court. Top of the key pass, score away. Another steal, this one by Andrew Ridenour. On the break, he lays it in. It's a 1-point game, 50-49. Colby 4-2 loose with the basketball tonight. That's their 13th turnover. On into the front court. Left wing pass, Rutter had to run down a loose ball. Guarded by Andrew right now. Pass top of the key. For Wallmeyer now. Ball underneath the letter. Will take 2 men in the air and lays it up and in. Jacob Letter in the double figures for the first time this year with 11. 52-49 Colby with 2:05 to go. Seth right now. Backing his way to the foul line. Out top for Andrew right now. Takes the three with Letter on him. Left wing pass Seth right now. Off the screen. Takes the three rush challenge. Now it's Andrew again. Spinning his way to the paint. Out to Seth. Left wing for three in the tie. Off the back rim. Rebound to Marshall for Cimarron. Backing down Wallmeyer. Kick out to Flores. Deflected out of there. That's like Cimarron. Flores couldn't handle the handoff. Ninth Cimarron turnover. Colby ball with a minute 43 left in the 3-point lead as Rafael Trevino checks back in for Cimarron, replacing Marshall. Cimarron to press now. Jaron Rush inbounding. Vaughn comes free. Working the dribble. Accelerates at the left side of the floor and crosses the midline with Seth Ridenauer with him every step of the way. Right wing pass for Jaron Rush, 90 seconds to go. Now Myers top of the key. Myers on the drive. He's fouled on the rip-through move by Storm Flores, and Ryan Myers heads to the line for a bonus. Flores with his third foul, and that is team foul number 7. Myers tonight, 15 points to lead the way for Colby. Shane Plunkett to the sideline. He will check in for the Eagles. He's waved in to replace Jacob Letter. 1:29 to go in regulation. Colby with a 3-point lead. Myers a chance to stretch it out at the stripe as Ethan Marshall also comes to the line to check in, or to the scorer's table to check in for Cimarron. He replaces Trevino. Long pause before this free throw. Let's see if it phases the senior Ryan Myers. One bounce, bend of the knees, righty release, switch. The verdict, unfazed. One more free throw for Ryan. Short, rebound, tip, up in the air, one strike, Pluckett's got it for Colby. 53-49 Eagles, and they have the ball. Ball on top of the key with it. Vaughn to the top of the arc. Right wing pass for Rush. Back to Vaughn. Cimarron chasing desperately, looking to force the turnover. And now a foul given by Seth Ridenauer. He fouls Myers with 1:14 left. For Seth Ridenauer, his first foul. And team foul number 8. That was earlier than Coach Eric Milorder wanted Cimarron to foul there. Myers at the stripe, the front end of the 1-and-1. He left it short. Rebounded by Andrew Ridenauer. Here comes Cimarron down by just 4. And a handoff at midcourt. It almost goes over the midline, but Andrew Ridenauer hustling saves it by flinging it ahead of Seth Ridenauer. Now Flores to Seth Ridenauer. Right wing for 3. Swish! With 58 seconds to go. Seth Ridenauer's second 3 of the night makes it a 1-point game. 53-52 Colby. Ball into the front court. Colby ball with a 1-point advantage. Final night at the community building. Senior night. Top of the key Rush just did pulled away from Clay Frank. Back to ball on high right. Down to 35 seconds. And Park and McKee calls time. 35 seconds remaining in this game. And we have a full timeout. We take a 1-minute break. 53-52 Colby. You're listening to the Eagles on radio. 100.3 to Rise.
Cornerstone for your farming operation. Cornerstone will be your foundation.
One definition of Cornerstone is something that is essential or indispensable. That's why Cornerstone Ag has it in their name. They know it's essential to have the best facilities to make it quick and easy for you to get in and out of the elevator. Eric and his staff has indispensable knowledge and experience to help you market your grain so you get the most for all your hard work.
You're never alone with Cornerstone.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Heading towards a thrilling conclusion at the community building. Colby 53, Cimarron 52, 35 seconds to go. Colby with the ball in the front court. And the ball pass to Ryan Myers. He breaks away from everybody. He lays it up into the right hand up the end of that play. 55-52 Colby. Final 35 seconds. Out ahead. It's Seth Ridnour scoring quickly for Cimarron as Colby got lost on defense. And Seth Ridnour tips it up and in. And now Cimarron calls time. With the full timeout, we'll take a 1-minute break with 23 seconds to go. 55-54 Colby. You're listening to Eagles on Radio 100.3 to Live.
I'm Darrell Henry, your Colby Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of the Colby Eagles on 100.3 The Ride. Call me or stop by my office at 485 North Court for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
People's State Bank offers 10 convenient locations statewide. Whether you're looking for a loan, personal or business accounts, ATMs, mobile banking, or bill pay, PSB wants to help you. At People's State Bank, we take pride in our communities. Check us out at psbbanks.com. People's State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Colby inbounding underneath the Cimarron basket with 23 seconds to play, leading 55-54. The inbound to Hunter Vaughn. He's double teamed, dribbling around the pressure. Lost control of the dribble. It hit a Cimarron player and went out of bounds. Stolen Flores was surprised that it carried to him. His ball lost the handle of the dribble, and it hit his thigh and went out of bounds with 17 seconds. And now Colby calls a timeout. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 17 seconds to play in the game. Colby hanging on for dear life. They've led by as many as 13. They have trailed just once. They led by 8 midway through this quarter. Cimarron has closed within 1 on 2 separate occasions. The last one on a Seth Ridnour bucket made it 55-54. Colby has the possession arrow. They have a timeout remaining. Cimarron is out of timeout. Colby is also in the bonus. 18 fouls on Cimarron. So if Cimarron does give a foul, Colby shoots a 1-and-1. Jaron Rush inbounding in the left corner on the sideline. Rush finds Vaughn. Double team coming. Vaughn with the left-hand dribble trying to get around, but was fouled by Andrew Ridnour with 13 seconds left. That's Andrew Ridnour's third. Hunter Vaughn on the year, 74% foul shooter to shoot a 1-and-1. The sophomore to the line with Colby leading by a point. Ryan Myers missed the front end of Colby's previous 1-and-1. Front end for Hunter. Switch. And makes it a 2-point Colby lead. One more coming for the sophomore, who's up to 9 points with that make. Second try on the way. Switch. Hunter Vaughn, 2 clutch free throws. Makes it 57-54 with 13 seconds left. Shane Puckett replaces Jacob Wetter. Cimarron out of timeout, singing down as Flores up the floor. 10 seconds to go as he crosses the midline. Left wing Seth Ridnour, and and he is fouled by Ryan Myers. That's Myers' sixth, or excuse me, it's Myers' fourth. It's team foul number 6, and Colby takes their final timeout with 8.2 seconds to play. We'll keep it here. Hunter Vaughn with the clutch free throws. He is the 4th Eagle in double figures tonight. The 5 starters for Colby with all 57 points. It couldn't end any other way here at the community building, could it? If this is the last one, and in all likelihood it is, only a Colby boys first-round sub-state game would bring us back here, and a lot has to happen for Colby to get to host as the 4th seed in the sub-state. But this is the final regular season night at any rate. And it is, of course, the final home game of the season and the final home game of the careers of the four Colby seniors, Ryan Myers, Gerald Ashby, Wallmeyer, and Jacob Wetter. So naturally, it's down to the wire. Colby trying to make it back-to-back wins for the first time since January. Cimarron trying to avoid a third straight loss. Cimarron's best three-point shooter, Storm Floor, is at 37%. Andrew right now is at 28%. Seth right now only 17%, but he's made a pair. Andrew right now down right in front of me on the left sideline. Across the floor to Clay Frink. Back to the left wing, an open three on the way for Andrew right now. Short, 4 seconds. Right now, another rebound. His three blocked by Vaughn. Time expires on the rebound. It's over. In. Ryan Myers blocked the second chance three-pointer. Everyone on the Cimarron side wanted a foul, but it never came. And Colby wins. The Colby Eagles have won back-to-back games, and they close down the Colby Community Building in style. Final score tonight, Colby 57, Cimarron 54. We are back after this. He will take. I'm going to have to check. We will take a 2-minute break. This is break 31 for our listeners on 96.3 The Marshall and our producer engineer down there. We will take break number 31, a 2-minute break. We will come back after this with the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. You're listening to Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
Hi, this is Darren Steegert with Farm Credit of Western Kansas and Colby. At Farm Credit, we support rural communities and agriculture with reliable, consistent credit and financial services. Farm Credit's mission is providing farmers and ranchers with the capital they need to make their business successful. And because a steady flow of credit means more jobs and economic growth, Farm Credit is helping invest in the vibrancy of your local community. See me on Wednesdays at RM Jakeway Abstract in St. Francis or call me at 785-462-1116.
Technology sure has changed since the mid-90s. Even though times have changed and technology has vastly improved,
thank God,
the quality sales and service team at Office Works and Home Furnishings continues to be the best in the Northwest at making your office work. They provide the prompt professional service on site and in their shop. Plus, they got anything your office may need, from desks and printers all the way down to that pen with a chain on it. Call for sales or service at 462-2222 or come see their showroom on South Range in Colby.
The Start Something New sales event is in full swing at Colby Dodge. Why not start off the new year with a new vehicle? You can take advantage of 0% financing up to 60 months on select new Jeep models, plus no payments for 90 days. All the family in style with the new Chrysler Pacifica, and you will save big with employee pricing, plus 0% for 60 months. Visit us in person at exit 53, I-70, Colby, Kansas, or browse online 24/7 at colbydodge.com.
Has this winter weather got you down? This is Kinley at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Come in out of the cold and start planning today for that warmer weather vacation. With a Farmers and Merchants Bank account, you can earn money while you wait for summer weather. Stop in at either our main location or our Jones location and visit with our staff members here at Farmers and Merchants Bank. Member FDIC. Together, making a difference.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
It's the final from the Colby Community Building. This building's history of Colby High School basketball ends the only way it could, with a sweep by the Colby Eagles and Lady Eagles tonight, as the Eagle boys hold on to defeat Cimarron in a tight one, 57-54. Back-to-back wins for the Eagles. They go to 8-11 on the year, 3-2 in the GWAC. Cimarron drops to 7-9. and 2-3 in GWAC play. You're tuning in to the Farmers and Merchants post-game show. This is Colby Eagle basketball, 100.3 to Ride, KRDQ Colby. It's also Cimarron Blue Jay basketball on 96.3 to Marshall, KERP in Dodge City tonight as well. We thank our listeners in Dodge City tonight for tuning in and hopefully enjoying the ball games, even if maybe the results didn't go the way that our Cimarron listeners would have liked. It was a thriller either way, very high-level basketball game tonight. Both Colby and Cimarron left it all on the floor and really proved that they are teams that are going to be very tough come sub-state time, I think, after the way that they played tonight. Colby led most of this game, all but a very brief stretch. They jumped out to an 11-point first-quarter lead, 19-8, and led by as many as 13 in the first half before Cimarron went on an 11-0 run to close within 25-23. Colby had nudged the lead back to 5 by halftime, 29-24. Cimarron opened the third quarter on a 6-0 run and took their first in what turned out to be the only lead of the game for the Blue Jays. 30-29. But Colby had a response immediately on a three-point play by Ryan Myers that put the Eagles back in front. The game was tied at 32 and again tied at 36 before Colby went on a 6-0 run. They led by 3 at the end of the third, 42-39. Cimarron would get within 44-42 before Colby went on another 6-0 mini run, and they led by 8, 50-42 midway through quarter number 4. But Cimarron battled back. They scored 5 straight points to get within 1, 50-49. Back came the Eagles with 3 straight points, including a free throw by Ryan Myers. That made it 53-49. Cimarron closed back to within 1 point on a Seth Ridenauer three-pointer, made it 53-52. But then Colby ran an out-of-bounds play to perfection and got Ryan Myers a wide-open layup with 30 seconds to go. 55-52 Colby. Then a bucket the other end by Seth Ridenauer, made it 55-54. Colby got the ball back with about 10 seconds left. Hunter Vaughn was fouled, made both ends of the 1-and-1 to make it 57-54. Andrew Ridenauer had an open look from 3 on the left wing that he left short. He got his own rebound, but then at the top of the key, his second chance three-pointer was blocked by Ryan Myers. There was contact on the follow-through. The Cimarron bench erupted, believing that Andrew Ridenauer was fouled. The Cimarron fans reacted in the same way, but no whistle came, and time ran out in the scramble for the rebound. Colby holding on for the 57-54 win. We will take one final 2-minute break tonight for our producer-engineer in Dodge City. This is break number 32, our final break of the night. A 2-minute break. We'll come back. We'll name the Colby Dodge Ram Tough player of the game, and we'll speak with the coach of the Colby Eagles, Parker McKee. You're listening to the Eagles on Radio, 100.3 The Ride.
With High Plains Co-op, it's great to know that the more things change, the more things stay the same. High Plains Co-op with locations in Buxie, Dresden, Greenfield, Gem, Halford, Park, Selden, and in Levant. They're here to give you the service you deserve. High Plains Co-op is available for your grain, fuel, and feed needs. Check out their website at highplainscoop.com for up-to-date markets. Standing with you is High Plains Co-op.
Butler builders understand that strong buildings and strong communities start with strong connections. Every bolt, every beam, and every handshake, each connection a strong one. When you work with a Butler builder, you're building on more than concrete and steel. You're building on knowledge and expertise with people you can trust. People who value your investment as much as you do.
Connect with your local Butler builder, Stevens Construction, and experience the difference strong connections can make for your business.
This is Dr. Kristen Parker from Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. One of the top priorities at our clinic is making sure our patients are comfortable. For some, walking into a doctor's office of any kind can be nerve-wracking. Rest assured, we never ask or force anyone to do anything that compromises their comfort. After all, the whole point of chiropractic care is to make sure you feel better. For effective, comfortable, and professional care, make your next appointment with Northwest Kansas Chiropractic. Learn more at nwkchiro.com.
Start the new year off right and take advantage of the red-hot buys at your local Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Save big now on storage totes, shelving, and tools. Plus, Hoover's is the place to shop for all of your winter season needs, including ice melt, snow shovels, and snow blowers, space heaters, insulation, the list goes on and on. Remember, they're also your local Benjamin Moore paint retailer. Make 2021 the best year yet with the help of Hoover Lumber Ace Hardware in Goodland and Colby. Open every day but Sunday.
You're listening to Colby Eagles basketball.
Back one final time on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show from the Colby Community Building. I am Dan Still. Colby survives the late rally from Cimarron to defeat the Blue Jays 57-54. Colby earns its second win in as many nights after having lost 7 in a row previously. They go to 8-11 on the year. Cimarron drops to 7-9. In a moment, we're going to be joined by Parker McKee, the head coach of the Colby Eagles. Meanwhile, they have Colby Dodge Ram Tough player of the game, and for Colby, we're going to give the nod to Hunter Vaughn because when somebody needed to be Ram Tough, it was Hunter Vaughn at the free throw line with about 8 seconds left to play in the game. Colby needed some clutch free throws with a 1-point lead, and Vaughn, a 74% foul shooter this year, delivered. He sunk both. And Vaughn's efforts were impressive tonight. He had 10 points, one of 4 Eagles in double figures. So Hunter Vaughn, with those clutch free throws, earns the right to be called tonight's Colby Dodge Ram Tough player of the game. Parker McKee walking across the floor to join us here on the Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show. We'll give him a moment to put the headset on as he joins us courtside. And Parker, what I saw tonight was two teams that, if you'll pardon the cliche, really left it all out on the floor. That was a high-effort 32 minutes of basketball. And for your kids to not just win that game, but to win it the way they did, hanging on late, making plays, making clutch free throws, what does that say about the character of this bunch? They'd gone so long without a win that they found a way to win, to hold on, to be mentally tough, and pull this one out at the end.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the difference of where we're at now versus 2 weeks ago. And, it shows me that, this time of the year, where we kind of went on that long streak of almost a month without any wins, that they still care, they still want to be here, that they, albeit, a kind of a back and forth slugfest at times, wasn't the greatest execution. Our kids found a way, and for that, I'm proud of them.
What were the things that you did well offensively? Because Cimarron, they got a lot of length and speed out on the wings, and they caused some problems. You turned the ball over, my count, 13 times tonight, and they created a lot of problems for you out on the perimeter. But what were the things that you did that you were able to adjust to and get yourself some quality open looks? It seemed like every time you needed a basket, you got one.
Well, in the first quarter, we were really getting out early in the possession. We got stops, and so we were able to kind of get on an early run and get some good looks. Then second quarter, we settled too many times for threes and what have you. But I think one adjustment that we made at halftime is they were really face guarding Ryan. And so what we tried to do is get Ryan to set back screens so they wouldn't have help on the little shuffle screen. And consequently, we kind of got Peyton a couple looks, Jacob a couple looks, and probably had more opportunities, but we just had too many deflected passes. But it was a good game. It was fun to be a part of.
We talked about this last night after the win at Scott City, but probably not a coincidence. Again, you come out on top and you have a good offensive output, 57 points, because Jacob Letter and Jaron Rush are involved. Those two combined for 17 tonight. Letter's first double-figure game of the year. Did you see two players whose confidence had grown out there tonight?
Yeah, it's, there's, I guess that they're not really hesitating, and what they're doing is within the rhythm of the offense. And, one thing we told the guys, obviously Ryan gets a couple early, and then we start face guarding, and we're like saying, hey, the driving lanes are open for you guys to be able to attack, but you've got to be able to look and see that. And so I'm glad for everybody that's involved, but in particular for Jaron and Jacob to have 2 games in a row now where they've really contributed on the scoreboard. It shows that we're starting to put things together.
Last thing for you, Parker, you get to close down the Colby Community Building with a win, and you get to finish your seniors' careers at home with a win. I want to give you a chance to say a word or two, if you'd like, about Jacob Letter, Ryan Myers, Peyton Wallmeyer, Jaron Rush. Obviously, they've been a ton of this year's team. What have they meant to you as the coach? What have they meant to the program?
Well, I tell you that they're all great kids. They're high character. They're smart kids. They're a joy to be around and practice all the time. I tell you what, they give me a lot of grief on a lot of different stuff. I think that they think I'm just one of them sometimes. But with that being said, I'm proud of how they've developed. I've just been here for 2 years, for the last 2 years, but they continue to battle. I think that the younger kids, just in high school and even in middle school, kids watching, that they can really look up to these kids and say, hey, maybe that's how I want to play, or that's the character that Colby Eagle basketball is about. So for that, I'm proud of them, and I hope that they can continue this thing for as long as they can.
Yeah, it's on the win tonight.
Hey, can I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure.
Did you get special awards tonight?
They did. They gave me the High School Sportscaster of the Year, in case you did tonight.
I'll tell you what, I've been in this community for a long time, and a lot of people like to tell me their thoughts, and I think they think you do a tremendous job, and you're great for our community, and I appreciated getting to know you, and hopefully we can keep this thing going.
Pleasure's been mine, Parker. Thank you so much. That is Parker McKee, the head coach of the Colby Eagles. His check is in the mail for those nice things he just had to say about me. And that's going to do it for tonight's Farmers and Merchants Bank postgame show here on 100.3 The Ride. For our listeners on 96.3 The Marshall in Dodge City, the next coverage of Cimarron Blue Jay basketball will come your way Tuesday night as the Blue Jays host Southwestern Heights. For the listeners here on 100.3 The Ride in Colby, stay tuned. Top of the hour, 10 o'clock, we'll have the Week State Scoreboard Show, the penultimate weekend of this high school basketball season. We'll bring you scores and updates from across the state on the Week State Scoreboard Show right here on 100.3 The Ride and on the Rockingham Radio app and NWKSradio.com. Keep your radio locked in at the top of the hour, 10 o'clock, you'll catch the Wood State Small Road Show. Next coverage of Colby Eagle basketball, the regular season finale, Monday night. A game rescheduled from December 15th. Colby's boys and girls head down to Holcomb. We expect a 6 o'clock start for the girls and a 7:30 start for the boys. We'll be on the air 20 minutes prior to the start of the girls' basketball game with our Funk Optometry pregame show. And we hope you will join us for that. One more time, your final scores tonight. In the girls' contest, it was Colby 65 and Cimarron 52. In the boys' game, Colby hangs on to beat Cimarron 57-54. For producer engineer Clayton Jacob at our Rockingham Radio Studios in Colby, I'm Dan Lucero. It was a pleasure and a privilege bringing you these ball games tonight. Hope you enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed describing the action for you. Until Monday night from Holcomb, this is good night. Have yourself a great weekend, and thank you once again for listening to the Eagles on Radio on 100.3 The Ride.
The Eagles on Radio are brought to you by American Implements, Ballman Mortuary, Colby Ag Center, Cornerstone Ag, Colby Dodge, Darrell Henry of Edward Jones, the Colby Free Press, Farm Credit of Western Kansas, Funk Optometry, Farmers and Merchants Bank, High Plains Co-op, Hoover Lumber, McDonald's of Colby, McKee Inc., Nextech Wireless, Office Works and Home Furnishings, Northwest Kansas Chiropractic, People's State Bank, Pizza Hut of Colby, Northwest Kansas Decorating, Roof Masters, Strut Insurance Services, Taco John's of Colby, and Western State Bank. You've been listening to the Eagles on the Radio on 100.3 The Ride.